All right, everybody, give me just a second. We'll start. Welcome, welcome. If you're here for the Rail Success Party, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Rail Success Party celebration. It's called a lot of different things. So, the context for today is that seven years ago, Wrel became part of the RPG role playing games where he worked PlanetSide 2 and gave 7 years of his life to it. And at the end of May 2023, he bid farewell and transitioned to a new role where, leading to today, started his own game. It's a tabletop RPG called Distal, a D20 role playing game, tabletop. Think Critical Role on Twitch, or I don't know, tabletop Warhammer 40K. I might have said all that wrong because I don't do this normally, but what this is all about is a thank you to Wrel. Cyrious posted a video not long ago, a call to arms for the PlanetSide 2 community to help support someone who gave a lot of his life to the PlanetSide 2. Love him, hate him, doesn't matter. The passion that he gave to the game helped fuel its life for years. And so this is a thank you. It's a celebration of his success, where in Distal, his BackerKit got 19 grand. So over 1,500 from his $18,000 goal, with 200 people backing it. So big thank you to Cyrious for the call to arms, and Wrel for doing all this and putting himself out there to be vulnerable and put a risk for the crowdfunding effort. So what I have with us today is Commander Cyrious, Deeg, Arshee, Wrel, and myself. We a lot of us have not played tabletop stuff, so we are complete noobs to this. But the good news is we're in good hands with Wrel as the game master. We're going to showcase the Distal game and just do our best to play. So if you want to know what Distal is going to look like to an amateur version of it in terms of playing, we're going to do that for you here and showcase what Distal's all about, with Wrel, the experienced game master, guiding us and yeah, making sure we don't I don't know, do something terrible. So we'll go ahead and transition now into introductions. Most of you, if you're PlanetSide 2, you've heard our voices or our names before, but I'm Lanzer. I've been Devil Dogs, Devil Dogs, Connery as a new conglomerate, main battle tank player, and I've done a lot of stuff like StratSide podcast with most of the people in this room having been on the episodes, and vehicle VODs and Colossus stuff. So, and base building. And that's me. Arsh, go from bottom to top.
History about how I met all these guys is I shoutcasted PlanetSide 2, and originally didn't start shoutcasting. I was watching a lot of Commander Cyrious YouTube videos, and learning how to basically run and gun like this man. And then all of a sudden, he showed up on my Twitch channel saying, "Hey, thanks for watching my YouTube video." And I was like, "Wow, I got a freaking celebrity in the chat." Made me all excited, and from there, I got more excited to continue showcasing PlanetSide 2, and we found a little niche where we can actually take a little skill of mine where I make things hyped, and we hyped PlanetSide 2 for a couple of years, and it was a good run. Had a great time meeting every one of these individuals in this group here tonight, and we're gonna get a chance to check out Distal. My first time doing a D&D campaign. Thanks for being patient, guys, letting me at least try to learn and see if I can get these guys a W here tonight with my strategy, as I'm the Kinsguardsman.
And Arsh, if you don't know, is a very successful streamer. I mean, at first it was like 15, and now it's up to 70 a night, and just uh, I'm I'm really excited for you, man, and I'm looking
Thank you.
forward to you getting partner.
Appreciate it. I'm already partner at the moment, but
Oh well, okay,
it's
double partner, partner
double
plus.
partner. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
What's your main game these days, Arshee?
Was doing New World. It's a dead game now.
Oh,
And
okay.
now we're basically checking out Throne and Liberty. It's such a pay to win game. It's driving me crazy.
Oh,
I
Uh,
okay.
can't keep up with the whales.
Sick, man.
But
Rest in
on
peace,
Korea.
New World.
Rest in peace, New World. I mean, October's coming out. They're going to do a console release, and it's just going to be a console. Probably going to be the best MMO for console. Not going to lie. I'm just not going to go get a console to play it. They just didn't care about the PC community giving them like end game loop. They just gave us the same loop forever. So imagine like PlanetSide 2 only gave you Esmir to play on for 3 years, and they didn't give you another map.
Awful.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
yeah. So it was just that's basically what we dealt with. They didn't care about giving us new content for PvP players. They just said like, you know
Gotcha.
what, the introduction of the game needs to be addressed, and so they
Cool.
just basically started working on console release, and everyone hated them for it, waiting us for 6 months. Anyways, the drama happened. It is what it is. I'm just looking for a new game, new home.
Cool, man.
All right, Deeg, sir.
Hey everyone, my name is Deeg. Say hello to my girlfriend walking behind.
Hi
That's her.
there.
Hi, girlfriend.
There she is.
Hi, girlfriend.
And great timing on that. Seriously. Most of y'all know me from interviewing and doing podcasts around the PlanetSide community. I've interviewed a bunch of devs and community members, everyone on this
The
call.
Aristotle of PlanetSide.
The Aristotle of PlanetSide. Yes, that is exactly who I am and who I'm very proud to be. And I just love this community and all the people in it. And it's such a joy to come together, see everyone again, and celebrate the success of Wrel. Moving on to his great big next thing in Distal. And I'm really hyped to play it. And I have no idea what I'm doing. So it's bound to be fun.
That's the best part about all of this, is that most of us have no idea what we're doing.
Mhm.
And the Cyrious, the
Right
commander.
on. Lanzer, thanks for pulling us all together. It's fun. It's like a reunion. I feel like Arshee, I remember not knowing you, but it was Aftershocks, right? That was your outfit?
Yeah, Aftershocks.
Like,
Oh,
we were-
actually, before I did know you. Actually,
We were
before.
in command chat, like
Yes,
playing.
we
We
were
had no
many
idea.
times.
Neither of us had channels at the time. We were in there playing, coordinating. So yeah, it's just a blast. And same, we're watching Rel's videos at launch. Like I'm sure we were all there at beta. So this many years later, everyone just making great strides, seeing
Yeah.
everyone come up. I mean, Deeg, it's amazing watching him, man. Just like we're rooting for you and we love it. And then Arshee is just off there crushing it as a partner on Twitch, and Rel's out there building
Super
games.
hype, man.
So anyways, yeah, Commander Cyrious, mostly have done PlanetSide content. I am we bought a little hobby farm. I've got 2 young boys. I've got another one on the way, and that's consuming my life now.
Congratulations.
So it's a lot of fun, and I bought a tractor. I spend most of my time on that now, and hoping to do some more content here. Maybe this is a new avenue for me. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow Rel into this, and I'll just stream this all the time. No,
And
but I'm
you're
excited to
still
learn.
going
It's a
too. You're
blast.
still posting videos.
When I can. Yeah, absolutely. My cadence has significantly dropped off, but hey, happens to the best of us. So I am very excited to learn. And Rel just did amazing things for us in PlanetSide. So excited to be a tiny part of getting this thing all moving forward. And
Oh, please, dude. That's way too humble.
okay, well, you built something amazing, and people came out and supported you. So
Build it and they will
I'm glad
come.
I'm basking in the glow of whatever you created there. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for bringing it
Yeah.
together, Lanzer. This is amazing.
No, and everyone in this room has contributed to PlanetSide, whether they be from the community end of server smash and Deeg thoughts and the hype master for color the wine's already getting to me. The color commenting or the player tutorial and guide videos of Cyrious and not to mention the lead designer himself. So like this is special to me at the very least. So let's go. And then last but not least, Wrel. Go ahead, my man.
Hey, I, hi. Let's just play games.
Hi, Wrel.
That's all I'm here for. Yeah.
Bro, we want a deep, introspective, long
Ah,
introduction.
man,
Okay.
you know what would be a really interesting conversation? It'd be interesting to see how we've all changed as our lives have changed. I think every single person here is more or less in a new phase of just their, I don't know, being an adult, I
Agreed.
guess. Yeah,
I was a
I don't
young
know.
lad when I first started.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't have too much to contribute here, but Distal is a game that I've been working on for a little bit more than a year. It's a tabletop role playing game, which so since there are a bunch of new folks here, I'll kind of offer some guidelines for just how to play tabletop role playing games in general. We're going to keep it really casual. All of the folks on screen have pre-generated characters that are way stripped down because the point of this particular session is not to teach you even necessarily how to play the game. It's to teach you how to have fun playing tabletop role-playing games. So that's what we're going to explore in the session. There'll be a couple different like sections of it, and we'll find some time to have a little break in there as well.
Right. And before we transition here into the TTRPG format, shout out to Arshee, man. This video ninja is the bomb. I've been hitting this
Yeah.
highlight button and it's just like zooms in on your faces while you're talking. It's like a feature button. I'm impressed with this thing, man. I'm impressed. All right. Let's move on now. So boom. Let all the video pop up. Here we go. So as you can see, our roles are beneath our cameras, and we have the game master up above, and then over to the right is the game master screen share where he'll be doing his game master stuff. So, Rel, take it away.
Oh man. Okay, so I'll say right up front, we don't necessarily need my screen share at the moment. Do you have a scene that has just the four of us, uh, or the five of us on it?
Yep, that's what we just were on. So we'll go back to that
Okay.
then. All right.
Yeah. So let's just chill on that for a little bit. So, so since none of us have played tabletop, or very few of us have played tabletop role playing games before, I kind of wanted to try to set the scene a little bit. Cyrious, I'm going to use you as an example, if that's all right.
That's perfect. That's my role.
Cool. So let's imagine that it is a crisp, cold day up in Canada. You've invited a bunch of people over to your house to watch or laugh at the breakdancing in the Olympics. I'm not sure.
Hey, man.
And and
The
you,
Americans
Breakdancing in
showed
the
up.
Olympics?
We should
there's
have won that
breakdancing in
last
the
battle.
Olympics.
That was the first time
I
I'm hearing
shouldn't have brought that up.
I don't know
It
if
was very
y'all know this,
distracting.
but I used to be a
You gotta see
breakdancer
it.
back in the day.
Continue,
This
Ralph.
girl
Thank
came
you.
up and she looked so confident. Oh my god. Sorry, Ralph.
I'll
go
show
ahead.
you had a hard time. Let's just
The
say that.
Kazakhstan guy should have won it. That's all I'm saying. Kazakh should have won it.
Yes, as someone who used to be a breakdancer as well, I have some mixed opinions
Ooh.
on
What was your b-boy
then,
name, Rel? Now I gotta know.
Zeal, Zeal.
Nice. Mine was b-boy Worm.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'm so sorry, Cyrious. Okay, so Cyrious,
Things you
we're
learn.
in your house. You're getting ready for a party. You hear the doorbell ring. What would you like to do?
Go sleigh bell
Um,
riding.
Okay. I quickly pop the nachos out of the oven and I run to get the door.
Okay, you open up the door and there's a tall uh, individual, familiar face, and I would like you to roll a perception check, which is so. Let's go to uh, Owlbear Rodeo, which is the program that we're using now. In the top left hand corner, you can see that there is a dice tray.
Got
Uh,
it.
there's a d20. You're going to roll the d20 and tell me what result you get.
Okay.
And we're going to say
Good
that
dice.
you're. I asked you to roll a perception check because it looks like they're holding something behind their back, and you're trying to kind of glean what that might be.
Okay.
Cool.
I
So
am. I click the D20 and it's just giving me cool skins for the D20. So
okay.
how do I now
So
roll the D20?
so you click on the d20, which pops one up, and then you should be able to click on roll in the dice tray. So if you look at the share screen, I can
Look in there.
show you real
Okay.
quick. Oh wait, get out of here.
I'm
Hold on.
lost.
I can clear it.
Oh,
Watch
I
his
sorry.
watch Wrel screen.
It popped up in the bottom right for me. I got a 17.
Okay, cool. So you got a 17. You can see
Nice
that this
roll.
person, it they seem to like you see the corner of a maybe familiar colors from like a case full of beer, and they try to surprise you with it, but you call it out in advance. Uh, and then at that point, like you can bring them back into the party and crack them open, and there you go. That's basically this game. It is a series of this is what or this is the scene. This is what I would like to do, and then I help determine what the results are by virtue of rolling the dice. Wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be, but I think we'll eventually get there.
Can I make a
Okay.
suggestion?
Absolutely,
Can we rename perception check to beer check?
you can absolutely do that. But that was like a real life example.
I
Now
got key
imagine that
lime
again.
Moscato.
You're going to be playing the characters that we determined kind of up front. We have the let's see, Lanzer's doing the Justicar, and
Corned beef and cabbage, baby. I'm ready.
oh my goodness, and then the Atlian Oracle is uh, Cyrious. Magister is being played by Deeg. Is that correct? Cool.
Yes, sir.
And the strategist is being played by Arshee. Okay, so there's a couple of things that we're going to do. We've given you all pre-generated characters, and I would like to instead of jumping right into the game, I kind of want to have you roll some dice a little bit to kind of determine
Roll
a little
some
bit about
dice.
the origin or their background, and we'll walk through that process. But I'll show it up on screen. So up
All
here
right.
at the top, this is a we're going to kind of walk through your background. It's just a feature that I want to showcase for the stream, and then also give a little bit of life to your character. So it says like I grew up and my days were spent. I became blah 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 blah. Those are spots that we will be filling in by virtue of what we roll on these tables. So
That's cool. I don't have to
so
actually think about anything. I could just. Oh, that's cool.
right, perfect. But I there will be a little bit of thinking, but I'll tell you why here in a bit.
Okay,
So this first prompt,
I'm excited.
I grew up. Let's zoom in here.
I'm so
Roll.
lost.
Oh,
Don't worry,
are
it's gonna
you?
be easy. He will figure it out. As soon as you roll, it's just gonna add the prompt that the number you get, and then you're just gonna write with a spoon.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be as simple as that.
All right.
Brilliant.
All right. All right.
Yeah, you don't have to do any thinking. Don't worry. Like just
All
wait
right.
until
Don't
Wrel
let me
finishes.
think. It's hitting me.
Yeah, once you do the roll, we'll tell you what to do.
Lanzer, the alcohol is not going to make this experience any easier.
Dude, it's gonna make it way more fun.
Let's see. Okay, so just roll a d20, and then
Okay.
whatever you end up with, and everybody's doing this individually. So go to your Owlbear Rodeo, roll the dice, and then whatever you end up with, honestly, you can just copy and paste it. So if I rolled an 11, destined for greatness, I'm going to go to my character sheet, and then I'm just going to paste that in.
Wrel, can you give that link one more time to the group chat, the one that you're looking at?
Sorry.
that exact PDF at the top, that link.
Okay.
Can you
This
share
is
that to the?
this is local, unfortunately.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll
So
just keep it
I'm
up on
just gonna
screen.
keep it on the screen. Okay, perfect. There
Yep.
we go.
Gotcha.
All right. So I'm gonna roll a d20. Is that what I'm doing? Because there's 20 different. Okay.
Yes.
D20, rolling it now, and I got a 9. And then that basically means I'm going to be filling out the part where I grew up, number 9, a craftsman
Yes.
apprentice.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Cyrious grew up far from the city.
Okay.
Easy to believe.
Where'd you grow up, Deeg?
Is it making my
Shots
turn? All right.
fired.
Let's find out. Now I get to stumble through the dice rolling thing. Roll 17.
Okay. So full of wild ideas.
Easy to
So
believe.
I can't
Yeah.
press spacebar in the typing. Do I just do?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like a space, like it doesn't let me do that. Can you do it? Can you press spacebar on yours?
Let's see. So if I go in
Oh, you
space,
did?
yeah, I can.
What the heck?
I'm spacing. Is your space bar broken, Arshee? Have you just been slamming bunny hopping around?
Did you guys open it as a PDF document, or did you guys open it just on the website?
I'm just using the Adobe Reader.
I'm
Yeah,
still
just
PDF.
downloaded it.
browser.
I do have mine open in Chrome.
I have mine in Chrome. Why is it not working? Oh, now it's working. There we go.
Well, is there
Hit it
anything we do
harder.
with the benefits at this point, as in filling them in, or is that later on?
Yes. So let's take care of that now. Also, Lanzer, what did you roll?
Did I roll? I rolled.
If you need help, we can.
You want
I'll
me to
show
roll
you
a
how
d20?
exactly.
Yeah, roll a d20.
All right, I'm rolling it. 17.
Okay, that is also full of wild ideas. Why don't you roll again so you and Deeg
Roll
don't have the
again.
same
All
one.
right. 18.
18. Cool. Sickly and weak.
Sickly and
Bro, I'm
weak,
like
okay.
Sauron. I can tell already.
Could be.
Hey,
Could be.
those are humble beginnings for a Justicar there, Lanzer.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a story in that.
So let's.
I can screen share.
Uh,
I'm not lying. I promise.
No, it's
Oh,
all
we
good.
saw it. It shows up for all of us.
So
Oh, does
with that
it?
being the case,
Sweet.
Yeah.
so if you have any contacts, so like look over in the column to the or next to your result, and we're gonna fill some of the stuff in. So
Okay.
let's see. So sickly and weak here, that's a +1 to medicine, +1 to religion.
It's great.
So if I
you
go
gotta
over
do...
to
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna see how
so
you
if
do it.
I'm gonna switch over real quick. I'm gonna go
Okay.
over to the Atlian article. So if I was if I got a +1 to medicine, I'm just gonna
Mhm.
click this over here, and then what else did I have? +1.
Good question.
To
+1 to medicine, religion.
Okay, so I just hit that button, and we're gonna
Do you
do
not
this a
type a
of
number
times.
for bonus?
You can once we've got them all. It'll you might land on the same one multiple times, and it'll go up higher.
Oh, got it. So you just want to just click the rank. Okay.
Yeah.
So Lancer, if you want to mimic what he just did, do you see how he's sharing the screen? You can't see the share screen?
Oh, yeah. I can share. I can see a screen.
Okay.
Do
So
you
he's basically
have-
clicked on medicine and religion. That's
Okay.
going to be your 2 points. You're going to click on those 2 ranks, and there's a third one that you got to click on as well when he changes the screen. Because you basically type in the name that you had. It says I grew up, and then
All
your
right.
text, sick and weak, and that's where you type that in. And we're just taking our time with it, and he's just showing us how to basically set up the board of your character.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's focusing on
So-
you mainly, and the rest of us will follow lead after that.
All
So
right,
just
I'm
mimic
so
whatever
sorry.
he's sharing.
I'm ready. I
And-
had to fix a upstream problem. So I grew up, and what am I entering?
Sickly and weak.
Sickly and weak. That's
That's why
not
we're
Sauron at all.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
Sounds like a perfect villain origin story, actually.
Absolutely.
Let's focus up. Was that Rel? Show us the third one for
Cool.
him.
So there are some that we're not going to take advantage of in this
Oh, I
particular
see.
game. So the contacts, if you got a contact or if you got a curio, don't worry about that. It doesn't go anywhere. If you got a weapon proficiency, don't worry about that.
Or the professional contact. Okay, got it.
Right. Okay, so everybody's done this first prompt, filled it in, all good.
So it's
Commerce
just
and ingenuity.
Ticking the rank button next to the appropriate benefit, right? That's it.
Yeah, that's all you need to do for now.
Good, done. Great.
Cool. Cyrious, you good?
I'm set. Yep.
I'm set.
All right. Perfect. Okay, so the next prompt, we're going to go down to, this one's a little bit bigger. So roll a d6 first, and then roll a d12 second.
Okay.
So we'll go over to Owlbear Rodeo. I'm just going to demonstrate this real quick. I'll go up to my. So we already got people
Roll
rolling.
the d6 first.
Fuck.
I'll click on a d6, and then actually you don't even need to do them one at a time.
I
It's
rolled
fine.
a 2.
Okay, 2 for the. Okay, cool.
2 for
So
the
you
dwarf.
guys are figuring it out. It's good.
D6
So
first, and the second one is what?
yeah, so a d12.
A D12. Okay. 1 and 9.
Cool.
Can I put
So
them
the
both on there and roll
d6.
at the same time?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
The d6 is just going to determine which of these 3 areas you land in, because there's way more than 20 options here.
That's cool.
And then the d12 is going to determine which of these 12 you land on within this category.
That's really cool, actually.
So
So I'm dabbing in the
first-
dark arts.
Oh, dabbling in the dark arts.
Yeah, that's what I have. I
Very
rolled
nice.
a 1 and a 9.
Perfect. So this is what
I rolled a
Arshee.
5 and a
Where would I put this
12.
text in? Is it I became a no? That's not.
And
what I-
my days were spent.
and my
Correct?
days are spent
Yep.
dabbling in the dark arts. Dabbling
Exactly.
in dark arts.
Cool. Say Cyrious, what'd you get?
I got a 4 and then an 8, so I'm honoring my faith, and I have. So I get to do +1 mage work, +2 religion.
That's right. All right, Deeg, where'd you end up?
I rolled a 5 and a 12, so I grew up trading secrets.
Ooh.
Cool. Very nice. So +1 to influence, +2 to streetwise.
Okay.
Lanzer, did you? What'd you land on?
I rolled my d6 was a 2.
Okay,
And what was the other one I needed to roll?
a d12.
D12. And my d12 was 7.
Cool. So you so you landed on herding livestock.
What?
This game sucks.
I don't make the rules, dude. Okay, so you grew up sickly and weak, and your days were spent herding livestock. If you don't jive with that choice,
I'm good, man.
then
I'm
you can
good.
always
I'm good.
then you could always roll again.
I'm kidding.
So
I'm gonna be
in-
I'm gonna be the best sickly, sweet livestock person of all time.
Good, absolutely. So add you get a +1 to perception, a +1 to aid, and a
Sounds
+2
great.
to beasts.
What was the
I'm
last one?
sorry. I get a +1
Uh,
to perception
Yep, +1 to aid and +2 to beasts.
and
Dude, that's
+2
that's
to
broken.
beasts.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, it is really good.
+2 to
Actually,
beasts. Did you say?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And should I be putting this on my sheet somewhere?
Yes.
Yes, you got to
let me
go
Oh, I
put
see it
those
now.
ranks up.
Okay. +2 to beasts.
When you see
+1 to
beast, you're clicking
perception.
on the diamonds. You're not typing the bonus. You're clicking the 2 diamonds out of the 4 on beast.
It's all good either way. We'll figure out the totals at the end regardless.
Okay.
Lanzer, do you know how to click on those diamond icons?
Not at all.
It's right next to beasts. It's on the right.
Here,
of
I'll
it.
show you on screen. So for beasts, boop.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
That's
you.
2 to
No, I
beast.
get
+1
that
to
now.
aid.
So I
and-
put under bonus, do I write +2 and then rank is 2?
You don't need to worry about writing things yet, but we will get
Okay.
to the point where we're filling this in.
So
But,
+1 perception, which I don't see.
So
yeah,
go.
I see it now. And then
Yep.
+1 to aid and +2 to beast. Do I suck right now? Is everyone like blowing
No,
right
no,
past
you're
me?
very strong.
Yes.
You're actually really strong.
Okay.
Well,
whatever.
we're all
man.
learning.
I'm just a dwarven just to kick a car.
Okay, Rel, I'm very intrigued about the depth here. So these otherworldly contacts, like,
Mhm.
is this just if you're really into this, can you give us like a 30-second summary of how that plays in if we were going that
Absolutely.
deep?
So some of these backgrounds are going to give you basically narrative hooks by virtue of giving you like fortunes. Like maybe you have an estate somewhere and it's like a dilapidated house or something. Or they might give you a contact. So this otherworldly contact might be like some sort of spirit that speaks to your mind and
Ooh.
has its own needs and wants.
Okay,
And it might be trying to coerce you into like doing something for it.
gotcha. Okay,
That
cool.
right. So those are kind of more it's like the long tail of like if you're playing multiple sessions and you want to learn more about your story,
Right.
this is how
Very cool
your character
storytelling
can,
element. Yeah. Cool.
right, for sure. Okay, cool. So everybody's good. This is easy. It's just a d6. Just roll a d6.
Roll a
I
d6.
became
All right. Lanzer rolled a 5.
cool. Lanzer landed on a villain.
Perfect.
Yes.
There we go.
I am currently at 1.
I'm a sickly, sweet, herding livestock villain.
Okay,
I became an adventurer.
I
I
became
became-
an outcast.
cool.
I became a
Sirius landed
villain.
on a 5 as well. Do we want 2 villains or should we split up a bit?
So an interesting question
Be my
that I
partner in
have is
crime.
like, is who considers you a villain?
Mm.
Hmm.
It's something to think about. Like you might have done something wrong to some group of people,
Maybe you
and
just
they
misunderstood.
maybe you are just misunderstood. It's all context for the story that you're shaping for yourself.
Okay.
Okay, cool. We blew past that one.
Wait,
And
was there any points for that one or no?
nope. This is
Okay.
it's all contextual.
Okay, cool.
So the last one is you became a villain or whatever the day. So roll a d6 and then a d12 like we did before.
Lanzer, need to?
Yep.
Okay, rolls d6.
So this is for
Lanzer
that
rolled a
last
3.
prompt. And this is just a wee bit too big for the screen.
And then a d4, you said?
A d6 and a d12.
d12.
If you're super pro, do you roll those at the same time or do you roll
Yeah.
them in? Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll them at the same time.
Lanzer rolled another 3 on the d12.
Would you roll in the d6?
A 12. Dang it. A 3. I rolled 3 on
Okay.
both.
Okay, cool. So you rescued a trapped monster. Or it says, I rescued a trapped monster.
This is great. Where do I do this?
So this is going to give you a +1 to aid, a +1 to medicine, and a +1 to beasts. And also a creature contact, but
+1
we're not going to
aid?
get into that.
So the whole text at the very top, I grew up, and then you typed in a craftsman's apprentice. The next part, we're on the day text now.
Okay. And
So you're
on the
gonna type
day,
in the day
Right.
you.
So
Go ahead,
it would be, I rescued a
That's where you would type it if you're watching the
oh,
screen.
thank you. I rescued a dragon?
trapped monster.
Oh, dang it. I really wanted to be House Targaryen. Trapped monster. All
Could
right.
be
I mean,
could be a dragon.
might
We don't
be.
know.
It's going to be like a lizard. Watch.
It's a pale tiger.
You must be reading the chat right now.
Got a pander.
All right, Deeg, what'd you get?
1 and a 2. So unnatural disaster struck, which means I am skilled in aid. Another 1 in Arcana and survival. Weapon proficiency, does that go anywhere?
Not for the pre-generated characters.
Got it. Thank you.
I might have misclicked. Can you just show me real quick a craftsman's apprentice? That was the first one. I grew up.
Oh, sure
I
thing.
think that's the tab.
Yeah. +1 to commerce, +1 to ingenuity.
Okay, so I don't know why I clicked on influence. Can you go back to the I receive a premonition? That was a roll of a 2 for the 6 and then 8. So it's on the top right. It's the prompt 4. So yeah, I don't think I have any influence points. I don't know why I clicked on it. My bad.
Okay.
So I have to get rid of that. It's just because like I'm
Gotcha.
basically a craftsman, and it said obscura, and then it went with ingenuity, and then or whatever, and then it went for dabbling in the dark arts, which was mage work 1, obscura 2, and then now I need to actually add the points. I received the premonition, so premonition is deduction, obscura. Oh, it was ingenuity again. Oh, so that's where you said you're going to add more points,
Right.
and that's where I got confused. Okay, so I have 3 points of obscura now.
Nice.
2 points of ingenuity, and 1 for deduction.
Cool. Cyrious, what'd you get?
I threw a 4 and a 3, so it looks like I rescued a trapped monster as well as
Oh, okay.
Lanzer.
We
You
are
can
kindred
re-roll if you
spirits,
like it.
you and I.
We are. So I'm up to rank 2 in beasts, rank 2 in medicine, rank 2 in religion.
Okay.
That's good.
Deeg, where'd you end up?
Unnatural disaster.
Oh, right. You're-
Yep.
Okay. So I think
That's my
that's
nickname.
natural disaster. Oh no. Okay. I think we're all good then.
So I
So
needed
just
a +1 for my medicine, +1 for beast. So I'm at rank 3 now, and then 1 creature contact.
don't worry about the contacts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
It's
Just I'm trying to follow along, but all right, I think I get it.
okay. Cool.
Medicine 8.
So
Okay.
at this point, you should have your character sheet. You should have a bunch of little bubbles filled in, and if you had a 1 in aid, it's just a +1.
Do I get to pick my name?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna be
What's your name, Rel? So I can get an idea.
villainess.
Is it just Rel?
Or what?
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna make a character.
Oh,
It's a demo character. Sorry.
okay.
Serious, what's
I'm
your
not
name gonna
gonna-
be?
I'm just
We're
Serious.
villain twins.
Yep, I'm just serious. Serious and
Serious.
Lanzer,
Yeah.
the villains.
All right.
I'll
I'm
just
gonna
be
be
so
Arshee.
Lanzarine. Sounds
I
more.
mean, I could be Calypso, but it's fine. I'll just be Arshee.
Calypso. That's a
Calypso.
good one.
That's
I'm gonna
way
be
cooler.
Lanzarine.
I like Calypso
All
personally.
right, let's go Calypso.
Do it.
Word.
Calypso. All right. Sounds very angelic. You know, Diablo.
Straight up from Twisted
What do you
Metal.
think, Deeg?
Russell.
Russell. Okay.
Solid. Solid.
There we go. Okay.
Strong
Cool.
Deadpool
So,
vibes.
so at this point, this is basically all that we're doing as far as the character creation. This is not deep into the actual character creation process. It's just touching the surface. But when you look at the sentences that you've created, think about how that would have played out growing up. Lanzer, if you grew up sickly and weak, maybe you were stuck tending a farm because there wasn't really anything else that you could do, or maybe you were like nursing animals. Um, maybe you became a villain because like maybe you tried to like take one of the animals and run off because it was going to be slaughtered or something like that. So the people who were running the I don't know what they were doing at this place. Maybe just raising livestock. Uh, like maybe they resent you for that. So you don't have to actually be a villain.
Okay.
It's all yeah.
Just
This
like
is
all in the way I act about that.
right. It's really how you interpret all of the prompts that you've rolled up. And what it's intended to do is give you some life experiences that have ultimately shaped you into who you are today. In D&D, people tend to want to be I don't know, just like the best of something or have some sort of like deep tragic backstory. And there's a reason that you end up with a lot of people who are orphans or royalty that's gone missing. We're kind of limited by the tropes of our own imagination. So if you're well read, maybe there's a lot like a deeper well to dig into. But for most
Deeg's gonna
people, I
excel
think
in this area. I can tell.
well, creativity can be hard for a lot of people. So the reason that prompts exist in this manner is to give you the banks of the river while inspiring creativity
Okay.
without keeping it too loose. Because if it's too loose, then the sky's the limit. But at the same time, you end up defaulting back to the tropes that you know.
Okay.
Anywho,
Cool.
that's where we're living right now. Okay, so that being said, we are almost an hour in. Would you like to take a quick break to use the restroom, grab a bite to eat, water, anything like that?
Yeah,
'Cause we're gonna-
I'll go grab a
Yeah.
drink. I'll
Hey,
just
go
like
ahead. There's a
refill.
secondary reunion going on in the chat right now, so that'd be a good time for us all to catch up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab a little bit more coffee and a drink, and then be back in like a minute or two. Does that work
Yeah.
for the Rel? Does
Cool.
that work? Okay.
So Nebbles, yes, the right there is my PlanetSide 2 dog tag that I got sent from Cyrious. All right, well, wasn't that long ago that you sent that to me too. It's right there.
Yeah, I forget when those went out.
Yeah, I can't even remember what I did, but I appreciated it. And man, what we Jason Kane, Devious, Lore Master. Who else did I see in there? Mep. Oh man, some names I haven't seen in quite a while. ShamWow. There's some people showing up today. Haven't seen in a long time. Appreciate y'all coming out. Again, if you missed the intro, this is the celebration of Wrel's success for his Distal tabletop RPG game. And Arshee, Cyrious, Deeg, and I, we are attempting to work through as complete noobs how to play this tabletop game. And Wrel is our game master, and he's guiding us through it. And I'd say he's doing quite well. And especially someone who, like myself, come right off the street. I have no idea what it is that I'm really doing, but so far it seems pretty straightforward. You roll some die, and the die tells you which attributes you obtain, and then what ranks you start off with. Haven't gotten to death marks, as I understand that's a bit unique, but but I'm sure that that'll be just as intuitive. So yeah, it's cool. This is my first experience. This is some others, and we all get to have fun while we're at it.
And there's definitely a lot that we won't be going over. It's very like I said right at the top. I want to teach you how to have fun, not necessarily teach you how to play the game. So
Gotcha.
everything from here on out is going to be make believe story time with friends, which is
Gotcha.
what TTRPGs are a lot of the time.
Well, Devious is saying that this is making him want to play Distal as well, although he might find the urge to be a GM. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to be a GM in Distal?
If this is the same devious from Discord,
Yes.
uh, then I think it's pretty. uh, I don't know. Maybe watch what I'm doing and try not to overthink it. The goal of your first session, any first session, is to get people interested in playing again. Um, and that can
What
sometimes
is
be
the goal of
difficult
a
if you're.
GM? Is it just like facilitate fun? Is it to
Right.
make there no friction? What would you say?
So it is my role as GM is to help arbitrate, facilitate, make sure that everyone is getting enough of the spotlight, and weave a story together so that we all have fun.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Like a cross between a narrator and tour guide.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Help us get there in a way that enables good fun, teamwork, and fair gameplay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mep, we called for a break because we're about to jump into
Oh
some
yeah,
stuff
there.
that'll require
Yeah, Map.
a
There was
little bit
just a
more
break.
attention.
We didn't rage quit yet. Give us time though. Give us some time.
We've all got characters now. We know our backstories.
I
Mep.
know. I'm a dwarven, sickly, weak, herding livestock villain.
Jason
That's who
Kane,
you
what's up, man?
were. So, who did you become?
All right. I like where this is going.
Yeah.
I'm a complex individual. So let me see if I have this. So Cyrious and I are villains. Arsh, Deegster, and Arsh and Deegster are not villains. They're the heroes.
No, I'm
Here's the thing.
a craftsman's
What
apprentice.
happened, Lanzer, is there was a owl bear that was hunted by the villagers, and I rescued him, and they called me a villain for that. But really, I
Mm-hmm.
was a savior to the owl bear people,
And
I am now
while I was
welcomed into their
trying to
community.
follow you, I tripped and fell down a hill,
Oh
and
no!
people thought I was running, so I got labeled as a criminal, and on the most wanted list.
So there you go. And you tripped just because you're sick and weakly. So,
Nailed it.
so
Yes, yes, I
Okay.
concur.
think we made it.
Okay, well that's the game. We'll see you all later. Okay, it seems like we're all back, ready to
I
carry
thought we
on.
were like in the middle of like trying to create our characters. I was like, damn, these guys went deep while I was gone. I was like,
We started
damn.
lore
I got it all
crafting.
figured out.
They got all figured out. He's got an owlbear. He's basically ran away from a scene.
Sick and weekly villain Lanzer couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we all good? We
All
got
good.
I'm set.
Beverages, foodstuffs. Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So at this point, we're gonna jump right in. One of the agreements that we all need to have is that basically you all have reasons to work together. We're going to say that you're in some either like it might be a mercenary company, and maybe just you're a group of adventurers. There's no like I'm emo and I don't work with other people and that sort of thing. That trope, we leave that over there somewhere. It's not what our game's about. We won't have fun if it ends up going that way. So with that being the case, I would like to well, I guess give you a quick tutorial of Owlbear. So Owlbear Rodeo is the program that we're using, and some of you have had a chance to kind of like mess around with some stuff real quick. But a real quick crash tutorial. W key lets you get the move tool, and then you can grab a token, move it around. You all know which characters you have. Those are the tokens that you will be responsible for. If you hold right click, it is your laser pointer. So if you wanted to call something out, and this is really only going to be relevant in combat if and when we get to that point, but better to know it now than later. And then the other thing is that kind of similar to the move tool is if you press M, it is a measuring tool. So you want your character to be like lined up in one of these boxes, and then you can measure the distance because on your character sheet, you have a specific amount of feet that you can move on your turn.
Dang, that's cool.
I'll move us through. If you have the ruler tool, which is this big fat one.
Yeah. I don't know how I can do the one that you did. I pressed
Yeah,
M,
yeah.
and it
So
keeps
at the
giving me the ruler. Oh, there we go.
okay,
What the hell?
yeah. So up at the top, there's like two versions of it.
Oh,
You
I
click
see.
on
There's a
the little
movement and then
person.
the ruler. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah. And aside from that, that should be all that you need to do. And that's again when we get to combat. Well, that and dice rolling. We're gonna practice really quick an attack roll. So I'm gonna open up the. Let's see. Who wants to be the guinea pig?
Me.
Do it me. Do me. I'm ready.
Oh no, new Lanzer.
I'm
Okay,
so ready.
Lanzer, open up your dice tray
Open up my what?
and your dice tray.
Dice tray, okay?
What do you
Okay.
just call me?
And so on your character sheet,
Mhm.
well, okay. So let's say that you're going to actually, which character are you?
I am the dwarf. Just a car.
Justicar, right? Okay. So I'm on your character sheet now. We're going to say that you're going to use your, if you look at my screen,
My
you're going to use
warhammer.
your action to use your warhammer to hit something.
Okay.
So you're going to roll a d20 and then add this little +1 to whatever the result is.
So I have a
and you let me know
19.
what that
So
is.
plus 1 is 20.
Okay. So if the monster's armor was lower than that, or if basically you have to meet it or beat it in order to hit the monster.
I have to meet it
So
or beat it. Okay.
yeah. So if my
So there's no way I
defense
can
goes
lose
to,
with a d20 at this point.
yeah, for sure. So that's
Sickly
gonna
weak, you better watch out.
it hits them, and then you would separately roll the damage. So it's 1d6 plus 1
1d6.
for this weapon, and
All
you
right, I
can
just rolled a
choose.
2.
Okay, so what? 2 plus 1 then, so 3 damage.
Okay.
And then the type of damage is either piercing or bludgeoning. You get
I have
to
a
choose.
bludgeoning. I want to bludgeon him to death.
Okay, cool. So you would bludgeon the skeleton, and actually there's a little tip above that says like bludgeoning is often best for undead, because they tend to have a
Excellent. That's
vulnerability
exactly what I thought.
to that. Cool. So that's it. Let's do something a little bit more complicated.
All right.
So on your turn, so everybody has one action, one technique, and one reaction. a reaction is like a triggered ability. Typically, it's well, okay. So the Justicar in particular, they have an ability called intercept. So when an adjacent ally, which means like when an ally is right next to you, if they're attacked, you can step in the way and take that hit instead, or rather be the target of it. Since you're a Justicar, you have the highest armor of anybody in this party, which means that the chance of hitting you is lower.
But
Does that
I'm
make sense?
sickly and weak though.
Doesn't really matter. That's who you
Oh.
used to be. Stop holding
Oh, to I
yourself up
used
to
to
your
be.
old
Okay.
ideals. Okay.
It doesn't define who I am.
Exactly. All right.
All right, so I'm next to the strategist. If they were to try and hit him, I could react and take that damage.
Yes. So specifically, you would react,
Sorry.
and then the attack gets shifted over to you. And then if
Huh? And then I
if
bludgeon
it
him to
doesn't,
death.
well,
I'm kidding.
in
I'm
that
kidding. Keep going.
instance, we would resolve the attack. So
Okay.
all of your characters have what we call armor buffers, and so your buffer is you can reduce the damage by a d4. So if I were to hit you, a skeleton hits you,
Mm-hmm.
say that it does 6 damage, you roll a
I rolled a
d4.
2.
Okay, then you would reduce that damage by 2.
Nice.
Simple.
All right, so I'm like the I'm gonna be the one that you sacrifice. I can see how this is going. The villain that decided he would sacrifice himself for the greater good.
So hopefully nobody dies in this game, but
Well, if it is, it's
we'll leave
probably
it
me.
open.
Sickly and weak villain who's just taking all the hits.
We shall
I'm
see.
ready. Put me in
Don't
coach.
worry,
Okay.
I've got a maneuver ability that'll take turns.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
I
take the
think I
hits
get
for
it.
you.
I'm good to go, Wrel.
Cool. And we'll go over some of this stuff again once we get into combat. But all right. So let's ready to play some games.
I don't want to be
Let's
next to
do
the
it.
strategist. I'd rather be next to the oracle. It looks pretty weak.
Well, this is just a playground. Don't worry about that. In fact, if you wanted to close out of that, well, don't close out of the tab. Don't. You'll have to get back in. I will shift the scenes around if we get to that point. So instead, let me kind of set a scene. The four of you have been adventuring together for quite some time.
So we're
You
known.
are
We're friendly. We're allies.
yes. So you're either part of a company, or you all work together to
An
get
outfit, if
coin
you will.
or an outfit. Exactly. There we go. Let's do that. So you're all in the same outfit, and your current objective is you're heading over to. Let's check real quick. Actually, where are my
TI
notes?
alloys.
So you're heading over to TI Alloys.
Too good for him.
Yeah, maybe, possibly. Okay. So you're heading to the town of Wander Hill, and specifically, there's a small cottage that you're looking to. Sorry, it's really. I'm so distracted right now. Give me just a moment. Okay. So in the small town of Wander Hill, there is a small cottage that you've been asked to speak to somebody there. They've called you in. Maybe they sent a note. Maybe you're just doing it as a favor. But there is an Atlian, which is one of the characters here is an Atlian, named Ilrea, and she requested your assistance with a mission. There will be pay or some other reward that your troop would find desirable. So this their house, I guess, is located just on the outskirts of the village. It's very sleepy. The rain is pouring down. It's been raining for quite some time, like I would say for weeks now,
So
which
like
is
a lot of accumulation
uncharacteristic.
of mud and that sort of thing.
I would say so. So it's kind of just dreary, dismal,
Was that a good
awful.
question, or is that
Uh, yeah, no, that's good for
okay?
sure. Um, so you head over to this uh, cabin. Somebody like to knock on the door. I'll give you a little bit more information after.
Sirius wants to step up and knock on the door because I am an Atlian as well.
Word. Nice. So you go up and knock on the door. After a little bit of rustling on the interior, a small human child opens the door and peeks out at you, and he says, in a not disrespectful, but a little bit of a curt tone, like, uh, "What do you want?"
And I say, is there anyone else here with you?
Oh my god, I'd be
He
May I
so scared of
speak to
Cyrious right
adults?
now.
Right, yeah.
I was a
So
heart attack. I was like,
so
oh my
with that
god.
being the case, he looks around. You see him glance over his shoulder, but doesn't address your question specifically. It's like he's gauging you or trying to read you. So I would like you to roll an influence check. And so that's 1d20
D20. Okay.
plus whatever points you have in influence, if you have any at all.
Okay. Rolling a D20. I landed a 19 on the D20. Is that going to pop up on the board for everyone?
Don't see
I
it.
don't know how to look.
It's okay.
Oh, here it is. I have hidden roll on. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I can click on your name. Okay.
Okay. I rolled a 19 and I have no influence. So
Okay.
19.
So the boy looks at you. There's a little bit of assurance because you're an Atlian. Like there's a glint of recognition in his eyes, and he uh, opens the door a little bit further, ushers you all inside, and shuts it quickly behind you.
We're all
The
inside the building now. The cabin.
Yes, yep, and from a room in the back, a door opens up, and you see an Atlian woman step out. This is who you assume to be Ilrea.
Atlians are like Naga.
Yeah. They're like,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
more folk-like people.
Got it.
I
What's the rules for me allow like if I want to nudge Sirius and be like, "Hey man, something's happening." But do I just need to like stay quiet until it's my turn, or what is that? What's the rules on that?
so how we should go about it is you just let me know what you want to do, and I'll make sure that it falls within the confines of the rules. I'll
Okay.
make it make sense.
Okay.
Go for it, Arshee.
Lanzer has a little nudge that he wants to give Sirius.
Okay. Arshee had something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as far as like when it comes to game master to the players, which is me, Lanzer, Cyrious, and Deeg, the game master, what I've remembered, is gonna continue with the story, give us the precedence, and then will then ask us as a team, what do we want to do? And that's when we nudge each other and start talking.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Realm would
I
just set the
Got it.
tone, I think, right?
Yeah, so I don't know that it always needs to be that way. So long as we're giving each other enough space, this can be fairly conversational.
Okay. So like mid
So
conversation, I can just be like, the guy's talking and is curious about Sirius, and then I say, Arshee goes and attacks him. Like mid.
so tell me what you would like to do,
Oh.
and then I'll
Oh, I would like to do it. It would I'd have to roll for the like to be able to pull it
well,
off.
I'd say in this case, like if you say like uh, I I want to step in and like stop some confrontation, I'll say, okay, hold that thought, and if I need to like resolve something before then I'll take care of that and then come
That's
back to you.
Oh,
huge.
okay.
So
Does that
let's
make sense?
So like the
just make
traffic
sense. Let
cop.
me just I'm gonna just make up a scenario. Dragon's about to do dragon's breath. Fire is about
Uh-huh.
to battle into the throat. You're
Mhm.
talking still, and I'm like, I'd like to interject. I mean, or I'd like to intervene and hit the dragon in the throat. Like, can I stop it before it does the fire attack on Sirius?
Yeah. So in that case, I would say, like, okay, got it. You're gonna try to interrupt this dragon. You know, roll your attack, and then we'll jump right into combat like
Okay.
that. Yeah. So
So that is possible for me to cut you off without being disrespectful, is what I'm saying.
yes, it's definitely one of those things that are going to depend on the group. So in our case, I don't really have a feel for how everybody's dynamics work. Some of you speak more often than others.
He's talking about
Um,
me.
it's and that can create some disruption, but at the same time,
Mm,
I don't want to stifle you.
noted.
So we'll try to all find that even ground, and if things are going too far, I'll let you know to like kind of cool it or whatever.
Uh,
It's not a you thing, Lancer. It's definitely
it's
it's
all good,
difficult
man. It's all
to
good.
find the dynamic.
I get it. You're trying
Stop
to
it.
enable fair play and teamwork and space where all we can all fill that space. I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
I get
Absolutely.
it. There's something I'd
Cool.
like to pass along to Sirius as he's walking by me as we go into the cabin. Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
that. Remember that looks are deceiving, Sirius, and that just be ready to attack them, even the little kid.
Shit.
Okay. All right.
Check that. But I am a peaceful Atlan. Let's hear them out, Lanzer.
I'd like to be
I-
the
Continue,
strategist
Ralph.
here and represent as a King's Guardsman. As my days of adventure, I've recognized that if we do attack this group, they might have friends nearby. I'd recommend just to listen to this little boy.
Noted.
That's
Arshee.
true,
Or-
Arshee, the hero. I take your point.
Okay.
Russell
All
is
right.
just chilling in the back listening.
Cool.
Shaking
No,
his head.
that's good to know too, though.
Well, listen, Russell's got our back, dude. He's paying attention to our backside. Thanks, Russell.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Commander
so
Sirius re-engages.
the Atlian woman introduces herself as Ilrea, which is the one that you were trying to meet. So I'm gonna zoom it out real quick, and just to kind of recap, you at this point you got a message. You know that you're supposed to meet this person. We are going to do a mission for them. All of this checks out. Doesn't mean that they're not secretly monsters in disguise. Per Lanzer's
You gotta be
uh,
ready.
caution, but this definitely everything seems above board. As Ilrea is speaking to you, she thanks you for getting here in such short order, and makes a plea to you that I'm not going to voice in the first person. I can't do that stuff. It's very
Sure,
difficult for me.
sure.
However, um, she'll convey that she would like you to. So her husband is going to be released from a nearby prison. However, she doesn't trust that he'll be able to make it here. Actually, she doesn't even. She would say that he doesn't even know that she's going to be in this spot. So she wants you to uh, find him, make sure he's okay uh, when he's released from the prison, and escort him back to this house.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No,
Okay.
that
So
makes
now we have
sense.
an objective.
Yep.
Let
We
me
can
know what.
choose to accept or not accept. Is that correct?
Uh, yes, though I would say that under us kind of having just a social, like I guess, agreement that we're all going to try to go on this mission. That doesn't mean that you need to really adhere to. Like, if you feel like something's fishy, call it out,
Okay.
and I'll help us navigate that.
Okay.
So with that being the case, so Ilrea has made her plea. What would you like to do? What other information would you like to ask her about?
Lanzer would like to turn to Russell and say, "What say you, thoughtful person?"
I'd like to learn a little bit more about this situation.
Hmm. What are you
Let's
again? You're the human.
Magister.
I'm a Tanglefolk. I'm a fragile character.
A
I'm fleet
fleet-footed,
of feet and
short-lived
short of head.
refugee from another plane, caught in an almost desperate cycle of planning new adventures. Okay, got it. Got it.
That's just my middle name. Anyway,
Sirius
So-
seconds Russell's thoughts in the team.
and
Yeah,
if I
what's
could
Russell
pose
got?
a suggestion, let's find out what the husband is being released for. What was his crime?
That's why we call him the Aristotle. Lanzer says.
So, Ilrea, so you're asking this question in some form to Ilrea, and she divulges that her husband was mixed up in the wrong kind of work. He would never tell me
Mm-hmm.
the details of it, but it's
I'm sure he did.
made it's made clear night after night that he was doing things that he wasn't proud of. And the day that he went to prison was the last day that he spoke to me. He told me to get far away and uh, not to be near him for fear that I might get caught up in his doings.
What was the blowback like for you?
She would go on to say that she left uh, a home that they used to have closer to Meridian, which is like a big capital city, and she's never felt like a direct uh, she's never had like an actual problem, but she's always felt that people were following her.
Hmm,
Mm.
interesting. Lanzer
Serious
would
once
ask,
then.
who of what nationality are her imprisoners?
While this is being asked, Russell's looking around the room, seeing if there's anything that I noticed I can pick out that'll give me a little more information or context. Can
Okay.
I roll a beer check?
Absolutely roll a beer check.
What's a beer
So,
check? Perception?
what let's just do so Deeg in particular, do perception. It's just
Yep.
1d20 plus your perception. Uh, while
I'm
you
actually
have that
out
going
of
on,
it.
Sirius, you had something that you wanted to do?
Yeah, I wanted to jump in and ask a question of uh, trying to understand who the little human child is and what his or her relation is to the Atlian.
In case we need to attack them.
Of course. Uh, so let's see, Lanzer. Okay, so here's how we'll resolve this. Lanzer, you were talking about the nationality
Yes.
of the uh, oh, which one? The husband or the
The imprisoners. Who imprisoned the husband?
okay. I think that would have been uh she would make it sound like he let's see. Uh the prison is owned by some sort of local authority. I don't have a name for it, but it wouldn't be under the capital city of Meridia. It's more like a smaller province somewhere nearby.
Are they elves, furies, Kingsguard? What are they?
It's yeah, it'd be a mixed
Okay, a
lineage
mixture. Okay. All right,
for sure.
that's good information. Okay.
Serious. So you ask about the kid,
Mm-hmm.
and the kid is kind of just like off uh, doing something, just doing kid things at this point. Like
Playing
he
at the
seems like
heart.
he did his job,
Okay.
uh,
I'd like to run a
and
perception check on the kid's age.
the kid's age probably like 8.
Okay, now I have an
Thereabouts.
understanding how old the kid is.
Word.
I don't want to fight an 8-year-old.
So serious. You ask about the
Funny
kid,
met someone your match, huh, Lanzer?
and Ilrea would
Touche.
mention that I'm just I'm staying here, or they've offered me some safety for a small amount of time. Like after tonight, I'm moving on, taking my husband and leaving.
Mm, good
Got it.
choice.
And I think at that point, there's a it's not even a knock at the door. There's just like
Hang
maybe
on.
some keys
I rolled a
jangle.
perception check that hasn't
Oh
been
yeah,
resolved.
hit me.
I rolled a 19 plus 0.
Cool. So you look around the space. It's remarkably mundane. There's nothing here that uh, would make it seem like there are nefarious activities going on, or that there's like some sort of secret. Uh,
Sure. One of the things I'm interested in, because I have some knowledge in Arcana, and because she feels she's being watched or followed, just peeping around, seeing if there's anything that looks like it might resemble a device of some kind
Recording device.
Nice.
that might
That's
be
good.
being used to track or observe. I don't know. I don't
okay.
know what I'm looking for exactly, but that's kind of what's on my mind when I'm
Are
looking
you
around the
are you
room.
looking for her safety or for our safety?
Both.
Both.
Interesting. So the area seems clear, but you notice that on Ilrea's wrist is a bracelet that has some. It's like Atlian inscription, but there's a little bit of spell work in there,
Like the One Ring.
and Yeah. So actually, roll me another check, but this will be
I
mage
run.
work
Yeah,
plus
I run.
arcana.
I've got basically. I dabble in the dark arts, and I'd like to know exactly what that is an inscription about. Like, what
Okay.
is that basically necklace or a bracelet, right?
Yeah. So why
Who's
don't we do
rolling?
that?
So I'm gonna roll a
So
d20.
so Deeg, why don't so we'll say that you
I'll give Arshee a nudge. Be
yeah,
like, hey,
exactly.
have
I
a
That
look
got
at
works.
what's
you.
on her wrist.
I'm an
So
adventurer.
Archie, give me your 1d20 plus mage work plus arcana.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a d20 first, right?
Yep.
Okay, d20 is going. Please be a 20. 14, not bad. Okay, my mage work is +1.
Okay.
I have no arcana.
Oh, okay. So with the 15,
I could
it's
be wrong though. I think that I basically did it correctly, but I have Obscura
You got it.
+3,
I could have sworn
Ingenuity,
you had
Commerce.
arcana.
You're committed
Um,
now.
Did I have
yeah,
arcana?
it's
No, it's
I
me.
thought you did,
I'm
but
plus
I
two.
could be wrong.
I could be wrong
Yeah.
too. I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, between the both of you, you're looking at this bracelet, and what it seems like is that there is a
Oh, did we
spell.
succeed?
So
It's
I'll
plus
say, yeah. So,
Oh, we did succeed. Okay.
well, yes. So, actually, just to clarify that real quick,
Like, how
uh,
do I know when I succeed or not? Because we roll and you keep talking. I was like wondering,
Because
did
you're
they
still
succeed or not?
alive.
so it is more like so there are certainly some things that are binary, like do you hit the person, do you not hit the person. But when
I
it
can
comes
see
to a
that.
more narrative result, I tend to give you information that feels within the ballpark of what you rolled versus the difficulty. There
Oh,
is,
got it. So
it's
there's no
all
yes and no. It's a how much information you give me. If it is a 20,
right,
you give me all the information. Is that correct?
right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So if
I,
it's
I
a
try to reward you based
if
on
it's a
like what the result
15
ended
out
up.
of 20, that's like you give me like 25, 75% of the info.
Depends on how difficult it is to
Okay.
what you're opposing. But
Would I
in this
ask the
case,
difficulty so I understand like what I rolled compared to what you're offering
I
me
would say
information, or is that
so
illegal?
in just so you can see like a peek behind the screen,
Okay.
in my head, understanding what this writing is probably not that difficult. So I would say like in the ballpark of 12. And there is no I don't want to give you like a hard number because that's not really the goal of it's yeah.
Being a dungeon
Less
master.
does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
Makes
cool.
total sense to me. Yeah.
Cool. So
Because I was always assuming like, okay, I roll a 15, a 14 plus one, and then you basically, I was thinking this is the logic. Then it would be like, you now have successfully can now obtain this information, but at a percentage, not at basically the, like you would give me that info, so I would know, damn, I rolled a good roll. Or no, you failed on understanding the bracelet. She pulls her bracelet away. Now we have no information. I'm like, damn it.
I I tend to operate on more sliding scale.
Okay.
So with that being the case, what I what I think you gleaned from that bracelet is that there is a very specific spell inscribed on it, and it is a visage spell, which basically allows somebody to change their visual appearance.
Oh, that son of a
Interesting.
So
Fascinating.
Deeg. We got to get ready.
Cyrious jumps in and interrupts Russell and Arshee
okay,
because he thought he heard someone at the door.
okay. So uh, keys jangle, door opens. A human woman steps through, like head down in the rain, bonnet, whatever, just soaked. Like quickly, like startled, looks up, sees you, and uh, immediately glances over to Ilrea for like that unspoken confirmation that everything is good. And after that, she enters her or introduces herself as Ingrid, and uh, then prompts Ilrea that like are these the ones that are gonna or are meant to help you? And Ilrea says like yes, I think so. And she nods, kind of goes about her business. But you can see a visual resemblance to the woman and the kid, which probably implies that
Perhaps
it's
related.
their home. Yeah, and it's probably their home, and then Ilrea is here temporarily taking
We are in the cabin in the middle of nowhere. Okay, got it.
uh okay. Anything else?
Currently, the woman comes in this room. It's raining outside. It's damp. She had a hoodie on, looking down, looks at all of us. Sirius basically notices a girl came in. This is the current story. We have
Yep.
a person that has a bracelet that can shapeshift into anything they want to be. We have a little boy that opened the door that gave us now 3 characters are in this cabin. Is that correct? Including our 4?
Yes.
Okay. And we've got Lanzer, who's basically drinking the corner. We've got basically
Ready to
Sirius
attack
is
the
on
kid at
alert,
any moment.
ready to start knocking out the kid. We've got now me and Deeg are alert because Sirius gave us that info, and now we're basically in between 2 individuals that could be attacking us or could be allies. We don't know yet. And then there's a quest line that we can take that is going to take us to go and save her husband. That could be a man. We don't know because you can shapeshift, right?
Or non-binary.
Oh, no, sorry, that's true.
So it's her husband.
No, I'm saying because the bracelet lets them switch to any face, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So that we don't know if it's a woman or a man. So I want to do a perception check on that to confirm: is this the current person we're talking to, or is this current magic used on the face that we don't know?
Gotcha.
I've got
Okay.
an idea.
Yeah. Hit it, Deeg.
I've got an idea. Arshee, tell me if you think if this is a good idea or
For
not.
sure.
I think that we respond to the woman's plea and we tell her that we'll give her the help she asks, but we need a deposit for reassurance.
Oh, have
bribe.
we
And
even
that-
asked for the quest money yet? We don't know what we're getting rewarded for.
That's
$10,000.
okay.
Just
That's
to start
okay.
off
We know.
strong.
Rel, is it fair to say that we know this is a valuable bracelet?
I don't know if it's fair to say that.
I
Okay.
know it's extremely valuable. If I get that bracelet, I can turn into a guard and save the prisoner. Dude, I want that bracelet.
So
Yeah, demand
okay.
the bracelet. Kingsguard
All right,
strategist.
we're getting very
deposit.
murder hobo-y.
I'm
Very,
sorry.
very
I'm just
quickly.
saying.
This is going the wrong direction.
Well, let me tell you what my intention was,
Yeah.
because there are lots of great ideas pinging around the room. My thought was to ask for the bracelet as a deposit against any damages that we might suffer while undertaking this, and then if she agrees, take it from her, observe the effect, and then return it to her.
Oh, we're not going to hold
Uh,
on to that? Dude, that'd be making our quest missions so much easier.
Well,
Stealth.
this is something that you can
Feels like
discuss
bad karma.
after a little bit of resolution.
That's
Okay.
what
So-
Russell was thinking.
Okay, so Russell's thinking that. Does
So
Russell
we're
want to speak
thinking
that?
together right now between each other. We haven't agreed yet, right?
We're like huddling up.
Okay.
And I do, yeah, I think we're huddled, and I think Arshee wanted to run that perception check, and Sirius would think that's a good place to start.
Okay,
Other
so we
opinions?
start with the indication of it's a woman right now that we're talking to that wants us to save her husband from prison to bring him back. That's the current quest mission. We want to confirm: is this the specific woman still with this bracelet shapeshifting? Is it still this woman, and she's not shapeshifted into somebody else talking to us? And
Gotcha. Let me. So who has the highest mage work?
when you say mage work, are you talking about like obscures mage work?
a
and, like-
Sirius has
skill.
rank 1 in mage work.
Okay.
oh,
and then
mage work. I have
Arshee.
rank 1 as well.
Okay. Oh, you have 0 Deeg?
Correct.
Okay.
Lanzer has
Lanzer?
0. I'm a
Okay.
beast fan.
You know what? I
Okay.
ran out the fold at 14. I don't think I'm going to get another high number. I think you should do it, serious. Because I feel like my number is going to be low the next time I roll.
Okay. Let me ask another follow-up question. Who has the highest Arcana?
Sirius has no Arcana.
Two for
Again,
Deeg.
Lander's a beast fan. I've got nothing.
Okay.
Oh, you got
Ooh.
2 Arcana Deeg.
Russell coming to rescue.
I think.
Okay.
Deeg
So
needs to
why
do it.
doesn't Russell roll mage work plus Arcana?
Okay. D20.
Yes.
2 plus 2.
Okay. So it is difficult to discern whether or not this bracelet is actually in effect.
Okay.
Let's
Uh,
just take it from her already and go.
You could just ask her about it.
Oh,
You
dude,
know
I didn't
what?
think we
I
could
mean,
do
that's
that. I think
an
okay.
option.
Okay,
Maybe
I didn't know we
please
could
have
do
the
that. I didn't know
bracelet,
we could
it's
do that.
helpful
I
to
thought
our
we had to do
cause.
some
Can I ask
crazy.
a meta question?
Yes.
What is ingenuity? I mean, in this game, what is an ingenuity skill?
Yeah.
Is-
So in this game, it would be a little bit of puzzle solving, a little bit of architecture, understanding the worth of somebody's creations.
Okay.
So it probably comes into play for like golems and steampunky stuff and that sort of
Understanding how things are kind of made
Yep.
or created. Okay.
for sure.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay. So does anybody want to ask her a very simple question?
Yes,
Cool.
Lanzer
Arshee
would.
wants to.
I want to ask a simple question, and I want to go through the team here, Lanzer and Cyrious and Deeg. Tell me if
Do
I
it,
need to
Arsh. Do it.
clarify. My question is there, before we ask the question, is there a way to identify lying?
I so
Like, is it called like obscura? Is that like my obscura trait
so
can identify
your
if she's
body
lying?
speak would be it's basically like understanding body language.
Hmm.
I'm +2 streetwise.
I'm ready to burn this
Uh,
cabin down.
Like, so if I ask the question and they say, "Are you currently the person we're talking to? Or are you shapeshift?" That's the question. And if she says,
Mhm.
"I am that person," can I roll? Are you lying? Like, can one of us find out if she's lying
Yeah,
based on the speech?
it'd be like perception plus body speak to gauge
Oh,
her.
body speak. There actually is a thing called body speak. And
Right.
then,
Yeah.
okay. Does anyone have perception and body speak?
It's not like hips don't lie. Is that what that's like?
I got
Exactly.
beast. Is
Yep.
that helpful?
No.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
let's just ask the question. Are
Sirius
you?
says, yeah, ask a question.
Okay, the question first is we need to know. We know about your bracelet. We've seen this before. Are you currently who you? Are you? Can you take off the bracelet to confirm that you're the person we were speaking to, or we want to basically trust you and actually do your
Yep.
mission?
Cool. So you do that. She like pulls at the bracelet or like pulls it close to her, and then as she is taking it off, she retains her form
Oh,
and says that this is what her uh, this was something that her husband gave to her to keep her safe.
and why do you trust us?
Uh, she doesn't. She
She
absolutely doesn't
doesn't.
Or
trust me.
Wait,
or
safe
Um,
dangerous
from
weapons
what,
in her house.
lady?
Like, why did you do that choice? Like, why did you take it off? Like, why did you trust us? Like, that's the thing. Like,
Oh well,
there's got to be a
because
backstory
you have
behind it.
something you she wants you to do
Skills.
something for her,
We have
Okay,
skills.
and she's
so she needs
hoping
to build trust with me to be able to pull that off. Okay.
she's
Sirius
hoping
jumps in.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Sirius jumps in as a fellow. I kind of huddle the team up. I see a fellow Atlian that needs help, and I know we're all a little bit on edge with the situation. But Sirius, it's been a little while since our team has had an adventure, and he is just kind of interested and a little bit of bleeding heart wants to move forward. So he encourages the team to take on this quest and poses the question if we'll accept.
The sickly dwarf agrees.
Or
Any other votes? Or do
Come
we
on,
need more
Tango
information?
Are
Folkmaster,
we
you
huddled?
elf.
We're all
We are
huddled.
huddled. She can't hear us right now. Is that acceptable,
That's
Rel, or
fine.
do I need to roll?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we know where we're going?
So she would like give you the instructions to get there. It's a prison that's like built into a cliffside. It's called Bleak something or another. I don't know.
Like we're stuck in the tutorial right now. Which is how
You
I
are
figured.
you are, but part of that's my fault.
Oh, my bad.
I'm trying to like let you explore, but at the same time, yes, we should kind of move
Adventure.
move
Yeah,
forward.
this is fun though. I didn't know we could do all of this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm not
for
gonna
sure.
lie. Thank you for letting me like see
Lanzer
what we
takes
could
the
do
opportunity to
at the
make a
tutorial
jab at the
entrance of the
Kingsguard
game.
strategist,
This is
who he
this
blames
has been a lot of
for the
fun for
fall
me,
of his
for sure.
people.
Okay, so then I became an adventurer and I'm excited for that journey. Serious, and I agree. I'll follow your lead.
Cool.
Yeah, and I still, Sirius does want to get Russell's confirmation. I know we didn't get all the information, but does he have any more questions he needs answered?
I'll give a curt nod of the head. Let's
Okay.
go.
Confirmed.
The dwarf's next.
All right.
Kurt nods to.
So Sirius
So
doing
Sirius-
what I could
Sirius,
not.
yeah, I step up and I ask for the full details. Where should we go? What's our reward? We would
Cool.
like to assist you.
Okay. So as far as the reward, honestly, don't worry about it. This is a one shot. You can have $1 trillion. You have $1 trillion.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Good job. To be paid on arrival. So, but she does give you Sirius the bracelet and says, make sure that he sees this or he won't believe you.
Okay.
So gives you the bracelet. It's on your wrist.
We work.
Could you
I will say
repeat
this.
that?
Bracelets.
So Sirius has been given the bracelet, or rather, Ilrea gave Sirius the bracelet, and it says to show it to her husband, so that he
Oh, okay. I
trusts you.
got you.
He'll
Like a
know.
validator. Okay.
Right, exactly. Okay, cool. So we're like, you got the information, you know where to go, and time is limited because this dude's going to be released from prison like within the next cycle of the day. Okay, so we're all wrapped. We're gonna head out. Cool.
Yep. Agreed.
All right. So with that being the case, let me just find something real quick.
Lord of the Rings music's pumping.
I imagine that's
We're on
how
our way.
dwarves run.
For sure.
Gnomes
Okay.
run.
So the cliffside fortress. So let me lay it out again. The raining does not stop. In fact, it intensifies a little bit. You have no horses. Luckily, the Bleaks, which is the nearby prison, is not that far away. It's currently so there's 3 cycles in a day, or rather 3 different segments. You have morning, which lasts until noon. You have noon, which lasts until dusk, and then you have night. It will take you into the next section, so like noon and on, for this like to arrive at the Bleaks. And so you're trudging through mud. You're going through small rivulets of
Mud.
water.
I'm a short fella, so how high is this mud?
It's not high enough to worry about.
All right, cool. I can
So
swim.
you continue on. The sky, it would be probably sunny were it not just this intense like uncharacteristic rain for weeks now. You see this cliffside in the distance. As you approach, it becomes a little bit more apparent that there's probably no other way into this prison than through the front door. And it's a large gate. There's like arrow slits that are built into the cliff face itself. So everything is totally underground. And there is a large, I would say like 15-foot diameter, yeah, well that is currently overflowing with water. It's just like filled right up to the top. And that's just a little ways outside the door. As you approach this this prison, there's a guard, or like somebody calls out to you, and you can't make out their face because they are probably like, I mean, I think it would just be like dark, and you hear something calling out from one of those arrow slits that are in the side of the cliff face. They ask, uh, yell out to you, like, what business do you have, um, like with the Bleaks?
Lanzer yells back, "The business is ours, you elf," without having no
Oh.
idea who just said that.
Interesting,
I
antagonistic.
give him a quick elbow in the ribs. Keep
Cool.
it under wraps, man.
Cyrious steps up. I'd like to cast Torchlight.
Okay, you cast Torchlight, and you have a
Is
wanna
the
hum.
range far enough that I can now make out who a little bit more of the entrance?
It is not, but they oh, I imagine that they probably have torches along the cliff entrance, so
Okay.
that at least
So
you can
serious. So more
see
like you're like, I gotta see one.
so you can see the shape of the cliff face entrance, and
Okay.
you would be creating light for yourself mostly, so that you can see.
Seriously,
I wanna
I'd laugh
circle
my
up with
ass
the
off
team.
if it was like pure bright, just torchlight.
I want to
Okay.
huddle up real fast. I got an
Rough.
idea.
Okay.
I think we should consider using the bracelet to disguise ourselves as Erythria.
Was that
Yep.
Cyrious does want to add, that makes sense. I'm still under the impression that we're here on completely normal and just saying here we're here to pick up Elrea's husband. Like I don't feel like there's anything devious yet. That's my input
Yeah, but
in the
who are
huddle.
we? Why do we want to pick this person up? I think
Well,
it gives us
I think
immediate
that question.
buy-in, and it gives us also an X factor, a little bit of advantage.
Okay.
I'm currently like we're huddled up, we're talking, so nobody can hear us, and so
Yes.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page. We're going to this prison, and then we're not wanted criminals. You
Nope.
guys do have an evil background, where you guys were evil at one point in time for whatever. That's just your background.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the story.
Yeah.
And so don't basically bring that into the case right now. And so we're just here to pick up a person that is coming out of prison. It is a natural thing in this world, unless if the game master tells us if you get near this prison, you're going to prison, basically. So is that currently normal for us to just go and pick somebody up, or is this something that we have to be aware of the danger?
So as you approach,
I
they
think you're all
would
being naive.
So
We're
they
gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Game Master's gonna give us more info, and then we'll not
gonna
know.
hang
for-
way
Lanzer's
back.
ready to attack any kid.
I'm way back. Thanks, man.
okay. So I'm gonna sit on the idea that Sirius had just because it'll
Also,
kind of
Russell is
demonstrate.
bristling a little bit because his suggestion was completely disregarded.
Russell Phil.
Is Russell bristling or is it Deeg bristling?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm so sorry. However, Sirius, we're gonna say that you have like a question, or like you say that you're here to pick up El Rey's husband.
Yes.
The guard would yell back to you and say that uh, that prisoners like don't walk for another hour yet. So basically, it's just they have shown you that there is a process to this, and the doors will swing open here in an hour.
Okay.
So with that being the case, we don't have to role play the hour or anything. An hour passes. Gates crack open, large iron gates. There's a small procession of guards. It's only like a handful, and then one that has like thicker armor. Nobody's wearing. Okay, well, I guess that guard isn't wearing a helmet. It's probably the warden, somebody with some sort of authority. And then you also see uh, a a human in shackles who is being brought up to the front. I imagine that Ilrea would have described her husband, uh, and it matches the description. Interestingly, there are also like deep scars cut into the flesh in some sort of script that none of you, regardless of what you would try to discern, understand. Uh, the guards kind of march forward, and they're in front of this well, 15 feet across. Uh, the I where would you all be standing? Probably
Currently, the three of us
get a
are
little
standing
bit of
next to
breathing
each
room.
other, and the magistrate, which is Deeg, really far back, making sure he's gonna keep us covered.
I'm also short and keeping my face hidden because I think
Yeah.
my idea is still a good one, and you're going to
And
want
he's
to do
still
it.
bristling.
So the three of us are basically, I would say that Cyrious and Lanzer in front of me, I'm behind them, and then behind me is Magister. So we're kind of in formation walking up.
Yeah, I'm letting Kingsguard go first in case he gets attacked. Because I'm a villain and I know that might happen.
Don't worry about being villain. That's a past.
I can't let go of the past.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
cool.
you just stole one sheet, man. Don't worry about it.
So I'm gonna ask a meta question right now. Currently on stream, we have 18 minutes until the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
If we, so I can expedite the process a bit, and but I need to know whether or not people are interested in hanging longer, or if you just want me to go
I'm
for it.
100% okay with hanging longer.
Yeah, this is cool. I'm good.
How's your timing, Deeg?
Yeah, I'm good for next hour and a half or so.
Okay.
All right.
My vote is I'd just like to get through kind of whatever the story you've laid out, Rel. And so if
Cool.
you need to do any interjections to help guide us, would be great.
Okay. Cool. So
Before we launch into it, can we do another quick pee break?
yes, absolutely.
That's a great idea. I'll be right back.
Cool.
Okay. Rel, is
This is
this
actually pretty cool. I like this.
Is this a like beginning scenario in the manual, or is this self-made for our adventure?
No, this is made up nonsense.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, it's all made up nonsense at the end of the day. There is
Right.
You're doing fantastic, Rel, because I heard a lot of people say that doing a one shot is very difficult, and it's also like frowned upon in this environment. Like it's just like they just like can't give a one shot, while it's like there is a possibility to do one shot, but they say it takes up 8 hours, and you're doing it in such a short window. It's great.
So the difficulty is what Sirius is trying to alleviate. Basically, is that it's very easy to get caught up because you have 4 different people who want to play, but very difficult to make sure that they're that things keep moving.
Yeah.
And I get it. We don't want to miss any cues in the environment, right? So if you're just kind of plowing through it, you could miss, some part of the story. But
Yeah, I
Yep.
think it's more that I want to make sure that people have uh, that they feel like they are able to contribute,
Mhm.
and in doing that, when you're all talking about like, oh, should we do this? Should we do this? That's all good stuff to a point, and it can be a little bit difficult to know when to like say, okay, actually, this is how we should handle this, and to keep things moving. So that's definitely a skill that I need to develop more. It's always been the case because I'm very wordy, but I think we're doing okay.
Can I ask one more question
Yeah,
I
about
appreciate your
this
skills, Wrel.
Distal? Yeah,
thanks,
100%.
Steve.
And also, I do appreciate letting us rampage in that tutorial room. I did have some fun in there. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be a core memory for sure of us just trying to hit an 8-year-old child and steal a bracelet when we could have just asked the question. All that shit. I'm sorry, man, but that was too good for me. Even if you wanted to get to the end game, I would say so far I'm having a great time. Question about Distal, and this is what you created, correct? And like
Yeah.
the rules, the core rules, all of that was created by you.
Yes. Yep.
That's
And sole
amazing.
author.
Awesome. And then, so how does the board Distal, from what you've explained to us in the one shot, how do we like? Is there any pieces that you can bring on to show us like where we are standing in comparison to the other person, or this board is not
Yeah.
being used right now in our one shot?
Right. So this current board is not being used.
Okay.
If we get to combat proper, I have a whole different scene set up, and then we'll shift over to that and then actually play for realsies. This is just a sandbox. Typically, if I were doing this with a little bit more time and pre-planning, I would have visual aids up or on screen. I'd probably have audio with like, okay, it's raining outside. Make it,
Yeah.
have some sort of background music, right? Um, so the so I apologize for having this very lightweight sort of experience, but
No, no. I was asking
it's
like when are we going to see like actual like characters show up on the screen? Like what's our position compared to us? So I can mentally tell myself like, all right, this guy's getting a little too close to freaking Cyrious. Knock him out. That's it. Saved you.
Yeah, I can
gotcha.
see the difficulty in how you have to manage 4 different personalities and their inputs and moving the story along, and then
Especially
how
these
I
4
I bring up
personalities.
like these little comments that may or may not slow things down. I appreciate it. I see it.
For sure.
Okay.
All right, let's get it moving. Um, okay, so the guards are going through like a normal routine. The warden is there. He looks at all of you, but as long as you keep your distance, there's no problems. Uh, the husband's name, which you would have been told in advance, his name is Walsh. Uh, it's just a normal human dude, aside from the inscriptions in the on the flesh that I mentioned. Currently manacled. He presents the manacles, and uh, and then yeah, okay. So I'll say he presents the manacles, and for the sake of keeping things moving a little bit quicker, the warden unlocks them. They fall off the wrists, and then there's maybe a little bit of a Shawshank Redemption moment, just under the rain, kind of praising the
Nice.
you know freedom. The guards head back in. Doors close behind. Sometime within that point, he's going to ask you like there's a look, but maybe not a verbalized. What are you doing? Why are you here? Stop looking at me like that.
Okay.
So that
That's
is
the
the
person that had
human.
the shackles is saying that to us.
Yep.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
Uh, Serious. I have the bracelet, so it's the first thing on my mind. But these inscriptions, I'd want to figure out: is it like a magician? Is it a wizard? But from your earlier description, it sounds like we have no idea what they are. Is there any more inquiry I can do about that, either with the team or with a perception check?
Yeah, let me say who has the highest obscura?
I have 3.
3 for
I have
Arshee.
none.
I'm a beast. Beast 3. That's it. That's what I got.
Okay. So Arshee, can you roll perception plus obscura?
Is it roll 20?
Yes.
Okay. 17
And
plus 3, that's 20.
cool. And Sirius, are you handing off the bracelet to this dude, or are you just
I
showing it to him?
was I was trying to understand his inscriptions first, so I'm
Right.
kind of with the team at the moment.
Gotcha. So as the arms are outstretched, Arshee, you like I said before, nobody understands these inscriptions. However, they seem like it could be stuff that belongs to like a cult. It's some sort of language that isn't. It looks like some sort of like dark, you know, script. Which, having dabbled in the dark arts, that is probably something that you would have keyed in on.
Yep.
Ooh.
So we're
Uh,
basically noticing that it's basically being created by somebody, a magician of some kind. Maybe not by the person who's went to prison, maybe by him. We don't know, but this will help us get this individual to be on our side so we can do our quest to bring her back. What do you think, Sirius? Do you want to show them this bracelet and then start our campaign backwards, or do you feel like this person is a threat to us?
Sirius would like to get buy-in from the group. I'm itching. I'm now more alert because Archie has shared this information that's a little bit scary to me, but I still want to move forward and want to hand off the bracelet as long as the Magister and the Justicar are want to do that.
The Justicar wonders to himself, my previous life as a villain that doesn't define me today, would I have known the sort of stuff that I'm seeing? Because I imagine I've dabbled in the cult arts or whatever.
um, I would say no. The only person who's really keying in on this
Because I'm just
is
dwarf,
Archie.
right?
Yeah, I'm the one that has the information out of that.
Archie's knows it.
I guess
Okay, and how about
I'm just saying right now. I've
Sirius
got
is
a
like
great club.
about to hand the bracelet over, but he's looking at Russell for his final approval or disapproval.
I just shrug my shoulders.
Okay, Sirius,
Remember-
being the bombastic fellow that he is, moves forward.
Okay, so as he sees the bracelet, there's a moment of recognition, and he would.
All right, before we finish that story, I just want to make sure our
Yeah.
group understands. We got gear. This guy's got nothing. I've got a great club.
Right.
I have a
I'm ready to
sling.
blast.
Like,
I'm ready to bludgeon
you guys
anything.
have gear.
Okay.
I have 10 defense. We are fully kitted.
I've got
This
3
guy's gets
beasts.
completely empty. We're super safe. Let's go and just get this guy and actually
You're
show him. I want you guys to feel
bloody-minded, Archie.
confident where you shouldn't be afraid anymore.
Ready to call a hawk to attack.
Yeah, like you guys are cracked, like gamers, man. Like you guys are ready. I'm on an adventure. You guys are all
Right.
good. Don't worry about us
Russell's
being
rolling
naked
his
going in
eyes.
there.
Okay,
Just saying,
so
you guys
Get 'em.
got this. Want to
I
get some
didn't
confidence
really-
in my group, man.
I didn't really expect Russell to be so
He's like
angry.
He
roguelike,
knows,
bro.
he knows
He's
what it's
so
like to be an outcast. He understands.
Oh, okay.
He understands. He knows his
Fair.
role.
All right. So there's a just that flash of recognition as it realizes the bracelet, desperately reaches out toward you to hold it in both hands. It gives you visual confirmation that like a pleading hoarse sort of voice, like as if he's Lanzer, and tries
Lanzer.
like
It's a bit
speaks like
RP.
this is Zilrea. Like is she okay? Like has something happened? It looks for because again this dude he tried to like basically part ways with his wife, saying like, hey, go stay away from all this darkness, and then probably put himself in prison, which is what we were talking about back at the hut. So there's like
Big mistake.
this like hope that her that his wife could be
Spared.
alive.
As a former villain, that's a fool's
I would
errand.
look to Sirius at this moment while he's talking to
Yeah,
us
so-
because Sirius is the same, like nationality or background or whatever race as his wife.
Nationality.
As the
I don't
wife,
know.
though, not as the husband, right? But
As the wife.
I would
No, that's the
let him know that Elrea sent us here to bring him to her.
Okay, so he looks around and says, well, let's get out of here then.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
We agree. Deeg's in the bushes. He does not be seen, so it's only the three of us. Right?
It's just-
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't want him to be seen. That way he can help us anytime he wants. It's just the three of us adventuring back, and Lanzer is enjoying his dwarf-like manner of
Okay.
Sickly
So
and
we-
curd stock background. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're ready to
So,
set off and bring him home.
yeah. And so as you begin trudging to trudge uh, through the rain all the way back home, it's going to turn nighttime before you get there.
Lanzer
Just
the
because of
dwarf says, "I don't like this. Seems like something's about to happen."
So fortunately,
It's
at
just the
least one
sun
of
going
you,
down. It happens every day. We can make camp.
and at least one of you have the ability to create a light. So Sirius, I imagine.
Yes,
Yeah,
serious.
torchlight.
If as the darkness comes on,
Hello,
Sirius casts
Hamora.
torchlight.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you continued moving, and it's a long journey back. There is not a whole lot of talking from this person, but there reaches a point where you're crossing this, like, it is not quite a river, but definitely watery than it should be. So like up to ankles, maybe up to kneecaps, or I guess up to your thighs if you're a dwarf
To my neck.
or tangle
Yeah.
folk. Yeah.
Wait, this is how
Um,
much it's raining right now?
it's been raining for so long, and it's also uncharacteristic that it has been raining like this. So
Mm, I don't
naturally,
like
the
this.
terrain has like changed a little bit. So you're all kind of like moving through this this water. There's actually a bridge here at this location, so there's probably I don't know. It looks like a little bit dilapidated, and you're crossing, moving through the river, and then suddenly there's a shrill cry of a scream of pain that occurs from the person that you were escorting,
The
and you see
Justicar
the
automatically moves to the front, ready to take the pain.
cool. So you move up front. I'm gonna say Walsh is like in the middle of all of you. So you hear this scream, and the runes or the like the inscriptions on his arm begin to sear, and the
Oh shit.
sky. So as the water hits it, it sizzles, and there is some intense heat. He tries to clutch his arm, but even can't, or he can't even give himself a moment of comfort. And the pain seems so intense. Dude blanks out, passes out, face down in the mud. I'm going to move us over to a different scene, and let's see. Hopefully, you all get this at the same time. Hold on, just a moment. It's going. It's going.
Oh, that's so cool.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
nice.
Does everybody? So you're going to be
I
way
hear
zoomed
the
out,
drumbeat
probably.
of a boss battle going.
So let's zoom in that map a little bit. We're going to establish everybody's location. So Walsh is right here in the middle of this uh, central, I guess, a small island. The water itself not super deep for most of you. It's still going to encumber you, which makes your movement speed half by like moving through it. I would like you to place your tokens where you think that you would have been when this occurrence happened. And every square is a 5-foot distance. So you're all
Man,
going to be
I'm
kind
in
of
the
close
front.
together.
Let me be in the front.
So
I'll take it.
we approached from the northeast, I take it.
I'm sorry, you approach from the southwest, and
Yeah,
you're
we're in the
moving
south.
northeast.
So did the bridge go out when that cry of pain happened, or
No, the bridge was already uh,
and we forded
out.
right?
So we
Yep.
waded through the water.
That's right. Yeah, so
Okay.
you're all kind
Yeah.
of like at this central island.
Okay, so
I think
So
I'm
I
right
came
here.
on the
we're
front.
at the island
I
with
just
Welsh, right?
made it
All of us.
onto the middle island.
The only person that's not there, I would assume, is Deeg, because he does not. He's not with Welsh.
Let's see. Boop,
One,
boop,
two,
boop, boop.
three.
Yeah,
kind
where
of-
do you want to be, Deeg?
I think I'm still just perched on the far shore.
But if
Okay.
he's there, did the bridge just collapse?
No, it was already.
It was already out, but it's
Already out.
shallow enough we were able to wade
Oh,
through
we
the
went
water.
across a shallow bridge of.
Yeah.
Okay, got
And
it.
I
Okay.
feel like Sirius is just kind of on a mission, so I'm a little bit ahead of everyone, maybe
No,
foolishly.
no. The
Cool.
dwarf takes the lead.
So
Okay.
let's. All right. So just to get us situated, so
Yeah.
a
just
couple of ground
position
rules.
yourself, Position yourself wherever you want.
So you want to be in the middle of one of these squares,
Okay.
and it should help you snap to one of them. So I'm gonna move you real quick, Dig. Um,
Sure.
yeah. So as we move around the map, if you use the M key, actually, so you can like gauge distance with the ruler, which is R if you want.
Hmm.
And this will help when you're trying to figure out how far away a target is in order to hit them with like a ranged attack or something. If you're a character that has one of those. Again, Walsh is passed out on the ground. The rain did not stop. However, you, despite how, I don't know, I would say like it almost intensifies. The world around you becomes a little bit more deafened, but that doesn't prevent the the sounds of like gurgling beneath the water
Hmm.
in certain spaces. So let me grab
Lanzer
a
the
couple
dwarf
of.
says, "There's a fight coming. I can feel it."
Nah.
Oh
Um,
snap! He's actually summoning
let's see.
undead.
Here, let me grab this. Okay. So along the shoreline, and then also toward the beneath the water, you'll see like skeletons begin to kind of
Here,
arise from the ground.
just to clarify what happened to Welsh while you're doing that, you can keep going.
Mhm.
Welsh was walking. He had the bracelet on. The bracelet started to sizzle in his wrist, and then all of a sudden
No,
he passes
no.
out.
The the inscriptions in his arms.
Oh, so he had inscriptions before,
Yeah.
like this appeared. They didn't. The inscriptions didn't appear like some magic user just snapped it on. He had inscriptions like a tattoo.
Right. They look like scars.
Oh, okay. So it looked like scars on his arm. Who has the
Mhm.
bracelet?
He still has the bracelet.
So I gave him, or the Cyrious gave him the bracelet. So he has the bracelet. He has this thing on, and then water
Mhm.
just touched it, and then sizzled, and then basically he passes out.
Yeah, well, he screamed in pain. I think the water sizzling off of it is just it's just really hot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just trying
Like
to
the
just
burning is okay.
determine like something,
Cool.
like what activated it. We have no idea at this current moment.
Word.
He just passes out, and then the sizzling example is just showing off how hot it is from the rain. And then I was just
Okay.
trying to think like, did he like try to put the bracelet on or something? Like I don't know.
Okay. I'll say that the bracelet wouldn't do something like that.
Okay.
Based on your knowledge. Okay, so with that being the case, we're going into combat. How this is going to work is that in Distal, it's kind of a you go, I go sort of situation. So we have a staggered initiative order back and forth. The first creature that's going to go, and let's see, Lanzer, you're going to be the first person to see this, is that
I'm
while
ready.
there are some skeletons forming like within the water. Oh, no, hold on. You stay back here. Um,
What's the
sorry, let
fist
me just
mean?
no, let me get through it real quick.
Okay.
Um, so, uh, Lancer, as you kind of you hear some thrashing in the water, and there's like a skeletal limb that crawls its way up on the ground
Let's
and
fight.
begins to like grab onto Walsh's wrist, and in
Go
vain,
ahead.
trying to move to pull. It seems like pull Walsh into the water. So, and that's its turn. So now I want to ask, who do you think would go next based on, actually, let's just go with proximity. So, Lanzer, you're the first person to respond. What would you like to do? You see
I'd
the
like to do
skeletal
that
hand
counter
here?
move thing you said I have, where I can interrupt or jump in the middle of to interrupt, right?
Okay, let's say that it's not this isn't quite an attack, so don't
Oh,
worry
okay.
about that yet. But you can certainly hit it if you want
I
to.
would
You
like
could
to do that.
reposition.
Yes, I would like to
Cool.
stop that from happening.
Okay. So make an attack roll against this small
Okay. Which
skeletal
D
hand.
am I hitting with that?
It would be a D20 and then
D20.
add the plus one.
Okay, and add the plus one. D. Oh, D. I got a
One.
4, so a 5.
Okay. So you try to swing down at it, but it kind of like skitters out of the way. But you know
Okay.
that its intention seems to be pulling Walsh into the water. That
Yes.
said, my turn. So one of these skeletons moves up onto the land. It kind of like trudges out of the water or like shambles, tries to. And I'm gonna say that I gotta bring up my other stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
this
I get how this is going. This is cool. This is neat.
so Arshee,
Hmm.
this skeleton seems to be like it's is barely holding together. it doesn't seem like a real threat. But if there was a lot of them, it might be. And it kind of like tries to claw at you. So it's going to make an attack. And I'm gonna roll. It's a natural 20, which is a crit. So I'm gonna roll 2d6, and that's the damage that it's gonna deal. So I'm gonna roll 2 of these. Wow, the first. Okay, that's a
Clapped, bro.
bunch of damage. Okay,
I'm
okay,
getting deleted.
okay. So here's what
I'll
happens.
jump in and save you.
Get back over here.
So the Justicar is a little bit. You're too far away to step
Yes.
in and help
I'm so
strategist.
sorry.
However, Arshee, if you look at your character,
Yep.
what buffers do you have next to the defense?
It says 1d6 for piercing and slashing hide.
Okay, so this is slashing damage. So we're going to so you roll your 1d6, and then the total damage is going to be 10 minus whatever you roll.
All right, so I'm gonna get a 6.
And let me know if you roll a 1.
Please give me no run, no one, please. A 2.
Okay, 2. So it's going to be 8 damage total. Mark that off of your health.
Do I have defense of 10 though?
The defense is how high I need to roll to hit you.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 10. I took 8 points of damage. My current health is 24 minus 8. It's 16.
16, right?
Bro,
Okay.
the skeleton is cracked.
Look,
What
you
is
let, you let
It
me
got
know when
there-
I'm able to jump
We
in
got this,
between and
guys.
take
Hang on.
damage.
Steadfast.
I would say that it, like
Let me know.
it surprised you. Everything
Yeah.
is happening really quick.
Correct.
Snuck up out of the water, got a good hit on you. You weren't able to react to it.
You
But
should have told me.
it's one of your turns. So Lanzer already went. Who would like to go next? Arshee, it could be you if you want to immediately respond, or if somebody else wanted to jump
Or
in.
our
That's fine too.
sniper back in the back, maybe.
I'm currently basically dazed. I'm waiting to see what my teammates want to do. If they want me to just knock the skeleton out, or they want to go next.
Where's our
Cyrious jumps
sniper?
in.
Oh, timeout. If I don't go, can that skeleton knock me out again?
That skeleton is not going to have another turn until later.
Until everyone's gone, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I was gonna
Actually,
say if
Cyrious-
I don't go next, I'm gonna die. Like, let me go next. I was like,
Yeah. Let
Cyrious
me,
jumps
I will
in,
sacrifice myself for you.
and I'd like to cast Wellspring.
well,
cool.
spring.
Where would you like to put the
How do
wellspring?
you
down?
even know to do that?
I would like to cast it right
He has a skill.
here.
Cool.
It's a 30-foot range, so I should be able to make it.
Absolutely.
I don't understand. How do you know?
It's
So
his
let
skills.
let me.
You have a skill too, man. Here's his reaction.
Cool. Let me see if I can find a token that represents the wellspring.
And if you need some expert drawing by me, let me know.
I think I got it. Let's
This is a cool
do
game, man. I like this.
this
Ooh,
little
nice.
tree. Okay.
Ah, I like that one.
So this tree, it just represents what is uh, healing water coming out of the ground. So this wellspring, just so everybody knows, you can go up to it and use either a technique or an action to drink from it. You can only do that 5 times though, or it only has 5 uses until the spell dissipates. Okay, but take advantage of it. You probably won't even get to use it before this combat is over, unless you like use it now. So. So on your next turn, Arshee, or on your turn, you can drink from that. As a technique, you heal less, and as an action, you heal more. And that matters because you have certain abilities that require a technique, and certain abilities like an attack that requires an action. Cool. So, Cyrious, would you like to move?
This is so cool.
Yeah, let me yes, I am also going to I'd like to move into place with the skeleton that's on the shore. So I can
Okay.
move into place to attack him. I'm trying to see how far I
But-
can move.
But
Okay.
if I can like yell at Sirius, the hand is pulling Welsh into the water. Don't
trust-
let him take him.
So I can move my slot like that. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
And then can I do any other actions, or have I used up my
Let's see. You don't have anything that takes a technique, right?
I do not have technique. So
Okay.
I've done
Cool.
my action and I've moved, so my turn's over.
Awesome. All right. So actually, it's gonna be what happened to the skeleton? Okay.
Yeah, but who is the
Um,
magister? What is this?
Okay. So this the skeleton that
Magister
is
is Deeg.
Oh,
the skeleton that is on the shore. Actually, hold on. Let me get add
Dig, baby, you better come to the
Oracle.
rescue, man.
He
As
is
soon as I get a
running
turn.
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming. It's coming. Okay, so the skeleton is gonna take try to bop the oracle here. So let's roll another. Let's roll a d20. See if that's hits.
Oh,
It's a 3 plus nothing, so it misses. So it takes a swing, totally misses. Next turn, Deeg or Arshee.
Deeg, step up.
Okay.
you got to save my
Get
ass,
him,
bro. I'm
Some
gonna
Deeg,
get
damage.
get him.
clapped over here.
Yeah. So I'm chilling on the shore.
Bro, stop chilling.
I'm surveying the action and trying to determine my next move. I'm kind of looking around while this is going on. I'm trying to ascertain if the bracelet, if it's still on our boy Welsh.
As far
He's
as you
still
can
wearing
see,
it.
yes. Yep.
Okay. I'm just keeping track of that as time goes on. And I know that I have a levitate object spell. So if for some reason it ever were to become misplaced, displaced, fall away, I would be paying attention to that and try to pick that up and make sure it doesn't get lost.
Gotcha.
Um, now, there's a lot of detritus around here. Just for my own information, I'm guessing maybe this wagon that's fallen next to the bridge. There might be some metal objects on it, right? I have a
Sure.
spell that interacts with metal objects, so I'm just trying to make some decisions here. Okay, so I'll file that one away. Yeah, I'm going to take the very simple action. I'm just going to help out my strategist friend here. I'm going to wand the skeleton with my wand.
Cool. Roll a d20 and then add. I think it's a +1.
It's a 1. Yeah. Very simple. We rolled a 7 plus 1 is 8.
That does hit.
Excellent.
Okay.
Damage is 1d4 plus 2 arcane.
All
So
right,
roll
Deeg, get him.
1d4. Oh, 1d4. I rolled 2 because I'm an idiot. Let's try that again. 3 plus 2 is 5 damage.
Cool. So you like wand it, shoulder just blows off back into the water,
Vada
and
Kedavra.
it looks like it's still hanging on, but it's like mindlessly just kind of swinging its arms around. Okay, cool. So is there anything else that you'd like to do?
I'm trying to get rid of this dice rolling UI. There.
You click on the
Okay.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move into the action here. I can move 35 feet. We're all still encumbered, right?
So anywhere that you see like a hex that's at least 2/3 filled with water, that's going to take 10 feet of movement instead of 5
Okay.
feet of movement.
All right. I'm just gonna move, and I'm gonna go hug my strategist friend here
Okay.
because I'm a small person and I can share a space with an ally.
Very nice. Cool. Alrighty. And
You
we
and me,
are
Arshee. I got you, buddy.
Thanks, man. I've been dazed this whole time, man. I'm like, are you gonna come
I
save me,
got you.
Deeg? Deeg.
I got you.
Thank you.
cool.
So does the skeleton move back, or is it still hanging out with us?
It's still hanging out. It's a party.
Wait, do I provoke an opportunity attack by moving into range of the skeleton?
Nope. Only if you leave range.
Okay. Right.
This man talks like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it does. Okay. So let's see.
Trading in secrets.
So
Is it back at me now?
give me just a moment. So out of the other side of the water, you see another one of these hands. It's probably from the same corpse, but it's the other hand, left-handed.
Our enemies are everywhere.
Starts to it goes up and tries to get at Walsh again. So it's actually this one is going to make an attack. Actually, I'll say that it makes an attack at you, Lanzer. So
Lanzer is looking to take damage. What does it say? Take the damage from his teammates.
Oh my god, dude!
any
These freaking
opportunity-
hands are so strong.
Any
Okay, so-
opportunity that presents itself where he can assume the damage from others, he is looking to do that.
Right now,
Did
you're
you
taking
say
the
I'm about
damage
to get
yourself,
attacked, right?
So there's not much you can do.
Yeah, so I rolled a 15. So this small hand,
Okay.
what it's doing is it's hold on, actually give me just a moment. Okay, so it tries to like claw at you, and as it does, it feels cold, like ice
It's fine. I used to
chill.
be a villain. I'm good with that.
And it does, let's see.
I'm unaffected. I'm ready to attack.
It does 2 damage.
Okay.
So this is going to be 2 damage, but also it's kind of like clinging onto you a little bit, and you
Okay.
feel weakened, like your strength is sapped
I'm already
while
sickly and
it
weak, so
holds
I'm
on to
ready.
you. So reduce your health by 2 if you haven't
All
done it
right, I'm
already.
good.
Just a
And that
question: is that a spell?
Uh, it is not a spell, but I
Thank
know
you.
why you're asking, and I'll make sure to keep that in
You're
mind.
too smart, man. You're too smart.
Well, he's looking
Uh,
at his skills, so he's got some pretty cool
cool.
All right.
boots.
Let me know what I can do here.
Okay, so the only thing that so it hits you cold, you feel weak, and that weakness is an actual mechanic. So it's called weakened, and when you hit something, you you roll a lower damage die
Okay.
than
Got
normal.
it.
But you know that if you just distance yourself from it, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Because it won't be you won't feel weakened
So the
anymore.
action I can take is create distance, and that will help me.
Yes, but that would be on your turn. So this hand is done, and it is up to see who hasn't gone. Arshee.
Arshee's turn now.
Cool. What would you like
Oh,
to do?
did I
Can I
already go?
confirm that skeleton that he hit for how much damage? 5?
4, I think.
You Deeg did 4 plus 1, right? 5?
No, I think it was 4 total. I could be
Was it
wrong.
4 total? Wait.
I rolled 5 damage. Maybe you mitigated one.
Yeah, because it was like you had a plus 1 and then you did 4. Because you rolled a
Okay,
3.
then
Like
it's
a
5
buffer.
damage.
Okay,
It's,
Okay.
it's
and the
5.
skeleton is still there.
Yes, but
Damn it.
it's super jacked up.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out, like, because I got actions. There's a healing grenade. I have to physically go inside of it to get healed? Or do I have to actually do
No,
an
so if
action
you're
to get the
adjacent to
healing?
it, yeah, if as long as you're adjacent to it, you can interact with it.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
I
sorry.
can't just
Can
get it
you clarify?
passively. I have to
Did
use
I
an
already take my
action.
turn?
You already used your
Uh,
turn on the very beginning. Dude, try to stop the hand and you missed.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Got it.
my turn now.
well,
We have to all
yeah.
take
So
turns
Lanzer, your turn will actually be next after
after me.
Arshee's.
Got it.
Okay,
Okay, so Arshee, what would you like to do?
so I have an attack turn, I have an action turn, and then I have a movement turn. Is that the situation?
So you can use your action to attack. You could use your technique to drink from the fountain, and then you can move.
Okay, so my technique is maneuver 5 feet, swap positions with an adjacent ally or
Uh,
enemy that you've attacked this turn.
right, that is something that you can do if you
Uh,
like.
okay,
But
so
the healing, the spell that Sirius's character did,
yeah.
it allows you to interact with it as a technique.
Basically
Oh, okay.
replaces it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
cool. So then
yeah,
now I have a new technique I can take advantage of. Now I know how to do
for sure.
maneuver.
That's
I
fine
have
too.
now a healing grenade I can actually take advantage of. Okay, so I get the attack turn, I get a technique turn, and what's the last one? Movement?
Yes.
Okay, so what was confusing me earlier is Deeg did a wand attack before he moved. He can hit a
Yeah, it doesn't
target.
go in order. Basically, your turn encompasses all of an action, a technique, and movement, well,
Okay.
and reaction technically. Uh, any of that can happen in any order on your turn.
Okay. Let's just assume that I'm just going to move Deeg just for now so I can learn a bit of it. He was over here
Yeah.
and he did an attack and he did 5 damage to this current skeleton, which is right here.
Yep.
And so if he chose to not move next to me, would that attack miss because he wasn't next to the target when he ended his turn?
He has a wand that can shoot at a distance.
Oh, that makes sense now. I thought he was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
bonking in the head. I'm like, what? It's like it's just smacking his shoulder. You use a spell. Okay, got it now.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a Harry Potter.
Okay, now I understand that. All right, so now my turn. Let's go ahead and basically. I feel like our Justicar is.
Take him
How much
out.
HP do you have?
Take him out, Arshee.
I'm gonna take out the skeleton, but I just
Show
want to know
that
how much
skeleton.
HP Justicar has.
He only got hit a little bit.
Lanzer. Lanzer, how much HP do you have?
I have 26 HP max minus 2 right now.
Okay, so you're 24. You're totally fine. We're gonna kill the skeleton to the left.
I'll take it, man. Let me
No,
have
no,
it.
no. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna attack the skeleton to the left, and I'm gonna roll a d20. Is that correct?
Got it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so rolling a d20.
And then you're going to add +1.
Okay, and then so I do have a sling. I can actually shoot 20 feet away, but I want to kill the skeleton next to me. So we're just gonna
Yeah,
do a big ass.
just hit it.
Yeah, let's do it.
You got
Rolling
this.
I hope I roll something 10. All right, and then I have a buffer. No, that's a defense buffer, right?
So you hit with your attack. Now, if you look on that same attack over to the right, it says the damage or the dice that you roll. Let me see if I
It
can find
says
the character sheet.
2d plus 2. 2,
Uh,
6, 2d6 plus 2.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
Roll
it's a lot of damage. You have a big stick, and you're just hitting
Let
the.
me take it. Can I
Give
bounce
him the
it?
big stick, Arshee.
Lanzer, I'm attacking. You don't want to take my hit.
Okay, okay.
So I'm gonna roll 2 6 die. Is that correct?
Yes, 2d6. Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah,
two 6 die is what I'm gonna be rolling, and then I get a plus 2 at the end. So let's roll. I did 5, 7 plus 2. That's a 9 damage.
Cool.
And I
And
also can push the target 10 feet on a hit.
That's like a home run swing right there.
that exactly. You hit it through the rib cage, bones spray everywhere back into the water, and it is effectively destroyed.
Thank God. It's
So
gone.
I'm
there you
wiping
go.
bone dust
I'm gonna
off
now
of
do my
eyebrows.
maneuver technique to go to the healing grenade and sip it, whatever the hell it is.
Okay. Yeah, it's not the maneuver. The maneuver is a separate thing, but you can interact with it
Technique.
as a technique.
Technique.
Yep. And so as a technique, it's 1d4. So just roll a d4 and then add +1, and that will be how much health you get.
Oh, that's sweet. Thanks, man. That was huge, man. Mr. Oracle, serious. All right, so
Got
it's
you, bro.
1d4, and then I get how much do I get after that? You said 1d4 plus 1?
+1.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, and
Well,
then
it's
plus
better
1
than
is
nothing.
2. That's true. And then the next question is, do I have any bonuses like the aids, like the deduction, mage work, or like commerce, ingenuity?
That doesn't
obscurity?
apply here.
Okay, so I get 2 health.
Cool.
So
So
now
the
I'm
last
at
thing you
8.
can do is you can move if you like.
All right, and then I'm gonna move my character. Unless how long does Cyrious? I'm screaming at you from far away as it's raining. How long does that healing grenade last for?
We have 4 more uses on it.
I'm gonna chill right here because I have a sling. Actually, no, I'm gonna position myself here, moving up 2 spaces so I can be adjacent to the hand that is next to the Justicar and still be near the healing grenade. And that's where I'm gonna basically end my turn so I can help out Welsh's hand, help out the Justicar, and still sip the little healing juice.
Cool.
You just let me
All
know
right.
when. I'm ready to sacrifice
is-
myself for the greater good.
Okay. GM's
Actually,
turn.
yeah,
And my turn.
I thought that it was your turn, Lanzer, but I'm wrong. It's back to this original skeleton or this
Mhm.
It's
hand
all
here,
good. It's all good.
and it is going to try to pull Walsh into the water.
Oh,
So I'm gonna move this, and actually,
You
you know
just
what?
let me know what I
I'll
can
make
do.
it fair. I'll make it fair. I'll do an attack roll, and let's see if we can attack Walsh here, and it would hit. So
but time out. We've got Lancer screaming every single second. Let me take
Yep.
it. Let me take it. Let me take
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I'm
So
trying
with
not
that
to.
being the case, no, this is
it. No, I'm trying to
this is
say
good
let's
because
let Lancer do his actual actions.
it's
if he
happening
wants
right
so
now.
bad. Yeah.
So the hand reaches out, tries to claw at Walsh. You can now use your reaction to step
Yes.
in front.
Let's do
Do
that.
it, Lancer.
So you do that.
Fine.
What is your defense?
17th times the charm.
What is my what?
He's finally got it, Lancer.
Your defense.
11 defense. I memorized it.
I'm sure it's a lot.
It's 11. It is 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I see
So
11.
cool.
A little
So I'm
cheer
gonna
from
make.
Russell in the back as Lanzer heroically jumps in.
Hell yeah.
Yippee!
So I'm gonna roll some more damage.
I love
It
this.
is 2 damage. Another cold. So you jump in, and then it swipes at you instead of Walsh. You take
Good.
the hit.
Yep.
This chill
Hit me.
again, and then now it is your turn.
Okay, so
So-
basically it's -2 your HP from what you had earlier. So now you're -4 total.
-4. Okay. So I'm at
Yeah,
at
from the
22
original.
now.
What?
Yeah, Lanzer has the most health out of.
Yeah,
I
out
have
of
26
I didn't
health,
know. I
minus
didn't know
4
he
is
had that much
22.
health. That's why I was asking, how much health do you got? Because if you get
Hey
one
man,
shot,
you just let me know because I don't know what I'm doing.
No worries,
Okay.
you're good. Yeah, 22
So
health. Now it's your
Lanzer,
turn.
at this point, you can make an attack against one of the hands if you like.
Hmm?
You can. Let me check your character real quick.
Is that what
Where's your
what the
speed
group
attack?
recommends? That I make an attack to free Walsh?
I think the kill the bad guys is the modus operandi.
Agreed.
let's do
You should
that.
you should fight something.
Smush him.
I will
Smush
fight
him.
wanna-
something, whatever's closest to me.
I want to say nothing and see what Lancer wants to do. See his logic. He's been drinking,
I'm
so
ready
it's
to
really
attack
interesting.
anything. Children, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Fight the
Okay.
one to the south of you.
Christ.
Okay, so roll an attack. That's a d20.
Right.
Remind me to not be
I
an
will roll
isekai
a
with him.
d20.
Cool. And
Oh
then
man,
add
this is
+1.
this is the greatest. I love this. All right, I rolled a
What is
gosh
that?
darn it, a
That's-
5.
So it doesn't hit. Things skitters out of your way
I
again.
suck.
Bro,
I'm
you
so
missed
sorry.
2 times in a row.
Oh, actually, okay. So I keep forgetting this. I am so sorry. So everybody has access to one. Actually, the strategist has two willpower die.
Mm.
So what you can do with willpower is you can add it to a like you could spend it to add it to a roll. Lanzer, I believe your willpower die is a d6,
Okay.
which you.
It should say
So
next to your
if you
health on the top.
Yep, I
so
see
if
it.
you really really wanted to hit, you could spend that die.
I'm ready to hit. Do it.
Okay. So what did you roll before, just so that we remember?
It was a
5.
5.
It was a 5. So if you wanted to hit it, I'll let you know right now. Its defense is an 8. You would need to get a 3 or higher on that die.
50% chance to roll
Let's
that. You
get
want to
it.
roll it?
Let's do it.
God, go for it.
Okay.
I'm
How
ready
many
to hit
times
him.
can you get willpower, by the way?
I'm a villain
Um,
dwarf with sickly body. Let's do it.
So you get willpower or an additional willpower after something dies as well.
Okay.
So given that that other skeleton died, you actually have everybody has 2, except for Arshee, which you have 3 because of your special stuff.
Ah,
Okay.
okay, that's pretty cool. So every combat sequence, we get
All
willpower
right.
one
So
time.
I just rolled a
or 2
d12
times.
and I rolled a 12.
No,
Now
no,
roll
you're
a
rolling a d6, a 6
Oh,
die.
d6. Excuse me.
That's not a d6.
So it's the 6 one.
It's the
Lanzer. It says 6 on it.
6. Gosh darn. I'm sorry.
get
I'm
there.
so sorry. I rolled a 6.
That's not a
Nope,
d6.
that's not how that works. Let's see.
So,
So it
Lanzer,
has
do you
6
see that
sides.
thing in the top left? It's look at the screen. He's sharing the screen. It
Okay.
says
the
the
square
number
one.
6.
Okay.
It's a square one. All right. Thank you.
You got it.
I rolled
Oh,
a 3.
yes.
nice.
Yay! Hits
Huge.
it.
Huge.
Cool.
Woo! Listen, I will
Okay,
take
so-
all the damage you want me to damage. Just let me know.
Lancer,
Yeah,
put a
so-
1 on your current willpower. Type 1. So you know you use one of the
Willpower
willpowers.
plus
Yeah.
1. All right. Got
Well,
it.
no. Actually, make it a 2 because we just killed it, right?
Make it a 2. 'cause
Well,
I just
let's
killed
see.
it.
Oh,
Roll.
Listen, I'm just.
Sorry.
You just let me know when I'm ready to do my plus 3 beast.
Okay, not.
We'll let you know.
I'll let you. Yeah, exactly. Let you know. Roll, roll the damage now for
Okay.
your attack. So
All
you
right.
successfully hit.
Yep.
Let's roll the damage.
And it's a 6-point die.
I think yours is. It's a warhammer, right?
Okay. Yep. I'm bludgeoning them.
And okay, bludgeoning. Cool. All right. So you smash down on the hand. It shatters into fragments.
They
Dead.
better.
Yep. And everybody gets the willpower. So
So I've
you're up
currently
again.
got 3. So I
Okay.
originally had 2. We killed 1, made it 3. I just got another kill. That's 4 total willpower,
Okay,
right?
4 total. And
me.
the amount of willpower can never exceed your party size. So Arshee, you're
Okay.
capped out now.
Shit.
So make sure to spend them.
Okay. And then
Okay.
Okay.
Lanzer, you're at 2.
Yep.
All right. So
Got it.
Lanzer, the last thing is if you want to move, you can do that. You do not have to.
Should I move, team? Because I'm ready.
You don't
Just
need
let
to.
me know.
You're right next to the
No,
hand.
you're
to
good
go.
there.
I'm good
If
there.
I were
Okay.
you, I'd move closer to the next
I
enemy. But there's a
apologize.
hand right next to you.
Move right
right?
next to me. Just move right on top of the strategist, so you can get the healing grenade.
Like this right here.
Yep.
You can't share the same space,
What?
but you can move. Yeah,
Didn't,
only so the
didn't-
Magister is special because it's a
Oh, okay. I
small,
didn't know the
Okay.
Magister
small
can
folk.
do that.
Yeah.
You can
So
come hang out
I'm
with
good
me.
right where I am.
I'll share a space with you.
Yep. Okay, it's all good. Now let's move on to. Okay.
Sorry.
You've all
GM's
been
turn.
doing a very good job.
I'm trying very hard. I'm
Aw.
sorry.
No,
Thanks.
you've all been doing a very good job. This can be combat feels like a totally separate game because, quite frankly, it is.
Hmm.
A lot of it is just us talking early on, role playing, and that sort of thing. But when it comes to combat, it's very tactical.
Dude, we're min-maxing hard right now.
So the last thing that I would like, well, okay. So thunder, like cacophony of thunder happens, or like cascades from the sky, and you see a bolt of lightning. Behind that flash, you see another figure standing, like one that you did not notice before. It is, it is up on a small elevation, and it has like a staff in its hand. It seems to be
Oh,
perhaps maybe causing the problems that have befell you. So,
Serious, watch out.
my goodness. So this creature, you see it cast a or like it looks like it's casting a spell of some description. Magister, you're not close enough to respond, but know that this is
damn.
a spellcaster.
Yep.
That is its turn. We're gonna move on now to
Oh, just
the
charging.
Oracle. I believe it is your turn, right, Sirius?
Let's. It is mine. Okay, so that turn is spent.
Oh,
Okay.
timeout. He just did an attack. We killed the hand. Now it's the skeleton that. No. Did we actually have 2 moves before the actual skeletons did anything?
It if the number of combatants are unbalanced, it'll kind of shake out like that. So what I did is
Oh, you
bring
summoned a
in
monster
another
that caused
combatant.
that turn. Got it. Makes
Right.
sense now.
Yep.
Okay. I was thinking one of the skeletons was supposed to move, but you just brought a combatant in, which made
Right.
it to the turn on their part. Okay. Now it's your turn. Serious.
Okay. Sirius is here. Rel, real quick point of education. Is there any like? Should we be doing perception checks to know what an AC is or what their spell range is? Is that stuff that we try to figure out?
You can.
Okay.
I didn't want to overcomplicate things, but
Okay. Does that use up either an action or a technique? Like, or
it you get one free one.
you get one free one. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, I am going to do a perception check then on
Okay.
this new spellcaster to understand what its attack range is.
Cool. So give me so I won't okay. Roll a d20, add I think in this case obscura or arcana.
Oof. I don't have either, so I'm at 4.
Okay. So with that being the case, you at least notice the figure. It is there. It is obviously casting a spell. It is not being secretive about it. However, you can discern no additional information at this time.
Got it. Okay. I am going to start.
I like how everybody dipped.
Um, I am going to. I can attack and then move, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start by casting Ritual Sensor. Now, on this Ritual Sensor, can that be either be used to attack or go invisible, or does it do both?
Uh, ooh, um, so it is a weapon first and foremost.
Okay.
So you use it to just attack, and I totally forgot before, but on the turn that you cast that healing well, you
Mhm.
would have also gone invisible temporarily, just
Okay.
because that's what it does.
Okay.
Um,
And
so
is that
if you
just
were to,
one round, or do I get that
it is just
invisibility?
one round.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so if I use my Ritual Sensor, will it trigger that invisibility again for one round,
So so you have to
or am I on
spend
cooldown?
yeah, you have to spend an invocation. So you did one of
Okay.
those to summon the well. It doesn't say this in your sheet, but you can technically use that separately as a technique, burn the invocation,
Okay.
and then you become invisible. It would be smarter, however, to just probably cast another healing well so that
Okay.
it's around if you wanted to take advantage of
That makes sense.
that moment of
So
invisibility.
I started with two invocations, and I'm down to one now,
That's right.
technically, right? Okay.
The
Um,
other thing that I want to mention real quick
mhm,
is that uh, if you so the way that invisibility and hidden work in this game
mhm.
is that it just increases your defense by by your stealth
Okay.
and they attack at a -2 like on top of that. So
Gotcha.
so it may not be always within your benefit
Mhm.
to like it doesn't like they'll still kind of know kind of where you are and still be able to kind of try to take an attack against you.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
so it's a the defensive move. It's not I'm an untargetable move.
Right.
So what I'm trying to do is I'd like to make one attack on the skeleton I'm by, and then move back to my team.
Okay.
And am I understanding that I don't? Am I only a D4 for my attack since I'm more of a caster, or if I do just an attack, like a 2 hit, then do I roll a D20?
So you roll a d20, and then that determines whether or not the attack hits, and then the
Okay.
actual damage is a d4.
Okay. So I'm going to attack the skeleton.
Okay.
I will roll 15
Hits.
hits, and then I'm a D4. 4, and then 1. So
1 plus
two
1, I think, though.
2
Yeah.
damage.
Can we
Cool.
time out on that and say willpower? Can we make more damage or no?
No, unfortunately.
Will willpower allow them to re-roll that or no?
No. It's just
Yeah.
adds to your to hit or
Oh, to hit.
to avoid like if you're the target of a negative effect, you can also increase your roll against it.
So willpower is about the hitting, not I can't add damage with that.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
And then willpower is it also for defense? So if they basically roll a 15 to hit me, can I roll willpower to increase my defense roll?
No.
Oh, okay. So this is just a hit mechanic.
So I whack the skeleton as hard as I
Okay.
can.
Yep. So you hit the skeleton. It's swirling, kind of like incense. It seems to disorient it slightly, but effectively it's just doing damage to it. And then you can try to book it away.
Okay.
Uh, so
I'm gonna
as
move
you
back
go to
there.
leave,
Okay.
it's going to try to take an attack against you.
Okay.
Which you can still do. You can still move. However, remember that actually. So we're gonna say that you're Atlian.
Mm-hmm.
You have like manta like wings. So
Yep.
I'm gonna say that the water doesn't impede you as it would the other
You can
lineages.
swim
I'm under
better
the
than
understanding
me.
that I can swim. I can move normally on this board because I'm unaffected by the water.
Right.
Correct.
Because you're flying.
Yeah. Typically, I mean, it should be like swimming, but
Okay.
we'll just say that the water is deep enough for you to find effect.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So it's gonna make its attack. It's just gonna do a little boopty boop at 5. It doesn't hit you, so you're
Okay.
all good.
Okay.
Okay.
And
That's
then
the end
so
of your turn.
Yep. I've done everything I can.
Cool. All right. So it seems like there's only one. Let's see. Oracle. It actually rolls right into the Magister's turn because this thing didn't spawn till later. I've been doing a really bad job of keeping track of initiative.
No,
But
I have the mental right now. When you moved his character to the skeleton, then the skeleton then hit the oracle. So it's the skeleton's turn now. The one that he was next to. Because he moved
okay.
to the skeleton, and then the skeleton then did its attack on him.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so the
I'll
skeleton's
roll with
next.
that. Cool. 5, 10,
Nice.
15.
job,
Looks
Arshee.
like it's standing in a gap. I'm actually not going to do that. And then it's just going to actually, you know what? It has like a modeled short bow,
Oh,
which
crap.
it is just going to plink at the closest target. So it's this Justicar up here.
Yep. Hit me.
Well, roll it. 13 plus things. It hits, but it's only a d4 of damage. Let's see. 2. It's just
Okay.
2 damage. 2 piercing
It-
damage.
Okay. So
You
did
can
I
reduce that if
deduct
you
my
want
health?
Yeah, how's he reduce it?
by rolling the armor buffer for your hauberk, or you can use a
Okay.
shield to block it.
Shield is
It's-
fine.
Okay, so that's a d6. So just roll a d6,
Okay.
and
I rolled a 4.
okay, so you rolled a 3 on the d6 die,
I rolled a 3.
and
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
threw 2 dices on the floor. It's supposed to
Oh,
be a
I'm
D6.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. But basically, you take no damage. So you hold up
Okay.
your shield. The crappy little arrow hits it,
That's
bounces
Right,
off.
you
Not a
weak
big deal.
link skeleton person.
Yep.
Cool. Up to Magister's turn.
Oh, now that you just say zoomed out, there was actually a south skeleton that didn't do its turn at all.
It's sleeping.
Okay,
Yeah,
just want to make sure.
at
I
this
just
point.
realized it right now when you zoomed out. I was like, oh shit. there's
Yeah,
a
I
skeleton.
totally forgot about that.
Me too. I just saw it. So solid. I'm zoomed out now. I can see it now. Okay.
No, we'll give this little dude up here a guard. We'll just say that that's
Great.
what it was doing.
Okay.
Cool. Magister.
Russell is feeling a little claustrophobic on this island. He's starting to feel like a little too like he wants to be chummy, but this is a bit much. And so Russell's looking around for strategic options here, and he has a few things he's thinking about. One of the things he's noodling on is whether that it might be rather fun and funny to levitate this attacking hand and chuck it into the water. Is that something I could cast levitate on?
I'll say no because it
Mm.
doesn't technically count as an object. It is a
Sure.
creature.
Sure. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Wait,
Okay.
can he levitate an arrow that is being sent at someone? Is that a reaction?
It's not a reaction.
not a
okay, never
reaction.
mind. Okay, I was
No.
like, that'd be so sick, dude. Like I'm freaking Magneto.
Um. So let's see. I have one action, one move, and one technique.
As the strategist, can I ask Deeg, what are your spells?
No, I'm concentrating right now. Sorry.
Sorry, you focus on that.
We'll find out.
Um,
Yes, one action, one technique, one, and you can move.
And if none of my things here on my sheet say technique, I don't have any techniques, basically.
That's right. Techniques are used to like switch weapons, but it's not relevant here. So
Okay.
yeah, just do what you
Okay.
got.
Yeah. I think, let's see. Can I move? I kind of want to move over to this overturned wagon. I want to just perch on it.
Okay,
Can I move myself over there? Do I have enough movement for
can.
that?
absolutely.
And that puts me how far away from stuff? And I think,
Certainly within 30 feet.
and what I'm going to do here is I'm an adventurer, so I imagine I have a coin in my pocket or two,
Uh-huh.
right? Is this a reasonable assertion to make?
It is.
And I want to just take this coin. I'm just, for good luck, throw it onto the bridge.
Okay.
Holy smokes, he's playing chess.
Now I'm going to say that that's your technique.
Okay. Okay. So,
I'm
where I'm just going to throw it as close to like the basically to the square directly to the right of the skeleton is where I'm kind of aiming.
Okay.
Okay. So that's there. There's a coin there.
Noted.
And I'm just going to try to zap this hand with my wand. The one that is in the middle of all my friends.
With your wand.
So, yeah, with the wand. We're just going to
Okay.
leave the coin there. We know it's
Okay.
there. Okay? It's for
Okay.
good luck.
You're keeping me in suspense, Deeg.
I'm a
Because I know what
storyteller.
you're capable of, and I'm just, yeah.
But you'll
What
see
you
what I'm
trying to
capable
say?
of. Okay.
Okay. So wand in the hand.
Yeah, we're gonna wand the hand, and that is gonna be well, it's 20-sided die. It's gonna be a natural crit.
Jesus Christ.
There you go.
20.
There you go. Roll
So
damage. So roll your d4 twice, and then add. Well, so it'd be a +2 on top of that.
okay. So that's gonna be a 7 plus 2 is 9.
It is so very dead. So yeah, just
Pulverized.
disintegrates it, yeah, into dust, like tears in the rain or whatever.
After I watch it, after I watch the explosive report,
Deeg is so overpowered.
I sheathe my wand with a flourish and give a little nod.
Perfect.
Give a little nod.
Damn.
I love it.
A little dab at the end too.
Okay.
That's it.
Of course.
That's it. That's what I'm capable of, Arshee.
I'm already blown away. I don't need to be a strategist for you. You got your. I'm sitting here trying to think, why am I part of this party?
Cool. So speaking of which, I think we are up
You
to.
get that big warhammer.
True.
I think we're up to the strategist now. That's not
Yep.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. What would you like to do, Arshee?
So there's two things I'd like to do. I'm currently injured. I'm 18 HP out of 24.
Hey,
Just so you guys
Ju-
can understand.
Actually, just sorry, real quick. Does one of the skeletons get to take an action after Deeg finished though?
This one already used its action. This
Okay.
I'm gonna sit on for a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And so the skeleton was south. He moved it up north. So we're just going to skip that phase. So he just moved it up there. And now it's
Yep.
my turn, right? And so
Yep.
I'm 18 out of 24. There's 2 more turns of the healing grenade left, I believe. When it got to me.
It's
4 more
the
charges,
amount of
right?
uses.
Oh,
It's
amount
gotta
of
be amount of
uses.
uses.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
I just want to make sure, Oracle, you're cool with me stepping on this.
That's
use
what it's
again?
there for.
Okay, so make sure. I'm
Party's
18 out
here,
of
bros.
24, and then I have a sling that allows me to an attack. I can roll a D8. If it lands on a 1, D8 goes down to step die is D6, and then down to D4. The ammo is depleted. After
Yeah, I'll
rolling a
walk you
1.
through that.
Okay.
But roll. So use your action to make an attack with your sling
Okay,
against.
just to make sure, because it says 20 feet, so we're going to measure from here, and it's clearly within 20 feet. So we're going to sling it at that skeleton. So I throw a sling arrow at this, so that way I can actually still do my technique and enjoy that healing grenade.
Okay, man, if I was being a rule stickler. Okay, so technically,
What's the rule stickler? Tell me.
so technically,
Yeah.
it is a technique to swap weapons.
Oh, so I'm not allowed to use the healing grenade?
You should just
Yeah.
heal Arshee and then charge in there.
Oh, am I allowed to do that too?
I would okay. But
ahead,
Join the
Matt.
fray,
quite honestly,
brother.
let's just get through it. So
I
so
want to get
let's
through it, but I just want to know the rule, and then we'll just get through it. Just
yeah.
what
So
am I
the
allowed
rule
to do?
would be a technique to swap weapons to your sling, and then you could use your action to either attack or drink from the fountain.
Oh, either or. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the action, and I'm just gonna basically drink from the fountain.
Okay. See,
Yeah,
I've
because that's a better way. Of basically doing it.
by playing by the rules, I've made the game less fun.
No, not at all.
That's
I
that's the
actually
risk.
want
No,
to play by the
this
rules
is
because I
still
like the
fun.
game to be harder.
Such
I
a
like the
This
game
is
to
still
be.
fun.
I'm
This is
I'm
good.
into like hardcore games, like dying and I have to restart. So this is actually perfect.
You should
I'm gonna
see him
basically
during
drink
his
from the
regular
fountain.
streams.
That's 6 points of HP that I need to get back somehow. So how do I do this?
Yeah, so you use your action to drink from the fountain, and when you use an action, it's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4, and so those are 2 4 dice, and then plus 2.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do two
That's right.
d4s. And where does it say d4? So I can. Oh, where did you say the
It's not going
d4s?
to say
Is
on
that-
your sheet. It'll say on
Oh,
on Sirius's sheet.
Yeah, Arshee. So yeah, it's 1d4 plus 1 if you're using a technique, and it's 2d4 plus 2. So using your action, you get more health. You're more likely to fill up. So
okay, perfect. So I'm
roll
gonna
your
roll
2d4s.
2d4. Here we go. And I got 7. So I'm
Cool.
clearly full HP
and
right now. Right?
plus 2.
Yeah, so I basically needed 6 HP, and now I'm at 24 out of 24 again, right?
Cool.
Or can I get more HP? Can I go max HP?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
You're at max.
Been juicing up, man. All right, there we go. All right, so then I'm
Okay.
finished there, and now I've got full HP. What's the? I'm just gonna go in front of the Justicar now that I've got this.
Okay.
I'm gonna be taking the
In
blows.
front of
now.
me, mate?
Yeah, because you need to go basically get some health, man.
No,
So
I'm
how many
good.
mo- how
I'm
many moves
good.
can I take? What's the actual action here? Like how many steps can I take?
Your movement is 30 feet. Every square is 5 feet. So if you use the M key, you
The M
can
key.
yeah, you can like grab your token, and then it'll tell you the feet.
And then because I'm going across the way you're talking. Oh, sorry, M. M. No, not that one. This one. Okay, and then so like, see, can I still go across like this?
I can take it.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna move as close as I can to this zone here, and stand
Okay.
on the right side of this guy, so that way we don't get hit by an AOE and we all spread out.
Yep.
In
makes
case that
sense.
guy's gonna do a crazy AOE spell.
Very smart.
So Arshee, just clarify.
Oh
for
shoot!
us,
I'm on the coin.
Did you switch weapons?
I gotta move because that coin's gonna go right at my. I know I didn't switch weapons. I used the action, the
Okay.
technique to use the hand grenade, or your healing spell. What's your healing spell called?
We used your action.
Who
so
wrote
if
this
you,
anyway?
If you haven't
I
switched
did,
weapons,
I just did.
you haven't used your technique. Correct, Wrel?
So technique was to use the healing grenade. Was not
You
correct?
use your
So
action.
There's two different ways to do it. You
yeah.
used the more powerful version. You healed more because you did
Uh-huh.
your action. Do you have any technique abilities left?
I do have a technique which is called maneuver to swap positions with an adjacent ally. So I kind of screwed that up. I should have used my technique to use the healing grenade and then use an action to hit the damn freaking skeleton. Can
Well,
I
I
have
would
done that?
say now you're in position to smash him next time.
Right.
Yep.
I could.
Live and learn.
Let's
Yep.
live and learn. That's fine.
Just
I
keep-
made a mistake. All right, and then so now I have an ability to use a technique. I'm going to switch to a sling so I get a 20 feet attack moving forward, so I don't go up to those two monsters and that are a spellcast or whatever. I'm going to use the technique right now to switch to a sling. Is that cool?
Cool.
Great.
Okay.
So next person in line is actually going to be the skeleton over here because reasons 5, 10, 15, 20. It moves up, and it also has a short bow, and it's going to actually take a shot at Arshee.
Sweet.
So
Can I counter?
which you can indeed. So you can use your reaction to get in front.
Let me do
You
that.
don't actually. Oh yeah, go ahead. You do
Yep.
that. Okay, got it. Okay, so
I was trying to take the hit for him, and he's like, "I'm going to take it. I'm
yeah.
I'm full HP. This
So
guy."
it targets you instead. It's okay. You got to live a little.
It's true.
And then we're gonna roll the d4. It's another 2 damage to you, Justicar. But you can roll your
No.
shield.
He had 11 defense, so it didn't hit.
Oh, what I roll?
He rolled 11.
Oh no, beats it.
Oh shoot!
Beats
Never
it,
mind.
beats it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can't roll a willpower to add more, right? You said no, right?
Nope.
Okay. Never mind.
Roll a Lanzer. Roll the square die.
This D6?
Yes. Just the okay. Yeah. So you
I'm
get
sorry.
6.
I'm so
Fine.
sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So again, you put up the shield. Arrow deflects off of it. It's all good. All right, and that was the skeleton's turn. So it is now up to actually
You
okay,
skeleton.
kind of lost our initiative, but I think that it's the Justicar's turn.
Yeah,
Did I?
It's just a car's turn, correct?
that
Yes,
seems
okay.
right.
Okay.
Yep.
I
So
will
what would you like to
sacrifice
do,
myself
Lanzer?
for you, King Guard.
How much?
Now you just get to attack something if you want, Lancer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit it with your hammer.
I will hit it with my hammer.
Okay, so move up to the skeleton, hit it with your hammer.
Um,
Use the so there
like
you go.
that.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Okay.
then roll a d20 and then add +1.
Roll a d20.
How much? How much does he hit?
I got a
Okay.
18.
Yeah,
Plus 1
hits.
is 19.
Okay, roll your damage, which is a d6.
A d6, which is
Square
Is
one.
a
that square one?
6.
Yep, 6. Awesome. And it's vulnerable to bludgeoning. So you hit it. Again, baseball bat situation totally evaporates this thing.
Slugger.
Get out of
Vaporize.
here.
Nice.
Yep.
Like Babe
Dead.
Ruth.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
I'm happy that I did my part.
Cool.
And now
So
we're
you
sitting-
see,
we're gonna
just
get
a
the
car,
lead.
it would normally be up to Cyrious, I think. But I've totally lost the thread at this point. But
I think it's my turn.
is it your turn? Okay.
Well,
But
Serious-
remember,
okay.
it's one after another, so one of them
Serious,
dies. It's
you've
not
gone since I
every
last
single-
went, right?
That is correct. You would be the next one of us, but is there a skeleton attack, or did we just wipe out the one that
What
would have
about
been
the
attacking?
sorcerer dude? Like,
So
is
this
he just
sorcerer-
chilling?
Yeah, we're gonna say that he's gonna take his turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's say here, which I know is not super great for what the little tangle folk can do. But let's see. So this sorcerer, he kind of like waves his staff around, which is weird to say, and it's going to attack both
I
the
knew it.
Justicar and the strategist.
I knew it. I was like,
Ooh.
we gotta
So-
move.
So let's see
Okay.
if I can,
What do I do?
if I can do that. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be a 12 to hit, which I think
do
it's
have a
both
buffer.
of you. Okay, cool. But this damage type is spirit, which I don't.
Never mind.
Okay, so you can't,
fair
but the
single slash,
Justicar can, because this is
ready.
an attack.
Okay.
Okay, so roll a d6 to buffer that damage,
Roll a d6.
and I'll
Just one
actually I'll let
second.
you know how much damage it actually deals.
And that's the. Okay, got it. I got
Okay.
a 3.
Okay, so it's 8 spirit damage minus 3.
Okay.
Okay, so just 5
Is
to the Justicar, 8 to the Arshee.
To my health.
Fuck, man.
Oh.
Dude, I keep getting my ass kicked.
Cool. Well, I mean,
Is that to
You're
my
good.
You're
health?
the frontline
Game
fighter,
Master?
Arshee.
Yeah.
okay,
signed
and
up for it.
now both of you, since you got hit with this thing, Arshee, Lanzer, I need you to roll 1d20 and add either your fortitude or your intelligence, whatever's higher.
Fortitude is my 2, and that is so 6 plus 2 is 8.
I just rolled a 20.
So Lanzer fails, Arshee succeeds. Lanzer, you are now poisoned. What that means is that any healing that you take on is going to be cut in half.
That's okay. I'm a dwarf.
There you go. Strategist, you're totally fine. Okay, now it's the Magister's turn.
This man drinks poison for breakfast.
There we go.
That's what it looks like.
Deeg, it is your turn.
Cool.
Deeg, why didn't you use the coin to save me, bro?
Does well that might be about what's going to happen. We'll just have to see.
I'm kidding. Dude.
So does Russell think that the staff that's being wielded by this mysterious figure is made of metal?
It is not. It is pure wood.
Okay. Okay.
It is
Well, I mean, that's
technically a stang.
oh, I like that. I like a man who can wield a good stang. All that said, though, I'm gonna do my thing, and I'm going to cast Lightning Link on my coin, which
Cool.
is just so everyone knows, is a stream of lightning that conducts between metal objects and enemies.
Wow.
So it's going to strike my coin, and then immediately head over to our new friend with the stang. That is, if my attack roll is successful.
Right.
So
Imagine a lightning chains me too. I'm like,
yeah, that'd be amazing if there's a randomized component to it.
oh
It's
god.
like, Okay.
Does it attack me? Like, can we have friendly fire here or no?
If anything's possible. If you want to do a battle royale, totally fair.
No, no.
Okay. 1d20.
So I rolled an 11 plus
Okay.
1. That's 12.
All right. So since that, well, okay. So
That hits the coin, so it should
it
hit the
absolutely
thing
hits the
too.
coin. So lightning strikes the coin immediately, almost like it's a living creature. It just zeroes in uh, on the caster and gets electrocuted again. Another random bolt of lightning just goes off in the distance for thematic or dramatic effect, and the thing takes. Let's see how much damage. So
So it's
it's gonna be
2d6.
2d6.
Let's roll. 9.
9 damage.
Oh, you're
Okay,
so
so
OP.
dude is so jacked up. I believe that was. Oh, that was only one of your spell slots too, huh? Or your invocations.
Yes, 1 of 2.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it takes the 9. It recovers from that, but now is not maybe so confident as it was a moment ago.
I'm going to I think I still have let's see. I have a technique and a move. I says I can levitate as an action, so I can't do that as a technique, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. But yeah, I think I will just chill. I'm good.
Okay. So we're rolling over to, I believe, Cyrious.
I am the next player, but again, does the skeleton or anyone get an action, or is it
No, the skeleton
Okay.
already did it and attacked
Okay.
it and he blocked it.
Right.
So you're next.
okay? I am next, so I am going to. I'm just going to keep being the party guy, and I'm going to cast Wellspring for my. I've got 2 invocations, right?
Yep.
One I used one, so this will be my second invocation. I'm going to put another Wellspring down, right here,
Okay.
Oh, so I can push up. Okay.
and then that also, it triggers my temporary invisibility, right?
That's right.
Okay, and then I am going to move up behind my compatriots.
I'm sorry. Where was that? Was that here?
Wellspring right there.
Okay.
And
Cool.
as
one.
a strategist that nudges Sirius, we're gonna take AoE damage together, bro.
No, I'm sure you'll be
Just
fine.
to say, if you want to take one step back, if you want.
And then a
trying to be with
dragon
my
comes
team.
in, and as it's about to breathe the fire over the Justicar.
Wipes everyone out.
And then the Magister throws a coin that doesn't intercept, please.
Okay.
I'm ready.
It's like
Okay.
Gambit, bro.
So that was your okay. So
So
the
I
Oracle.
used my movement and my action. I only have action, so my turn's over.
Cool. All right. I think we are. Is it back up to the skeleton? I think it's back up to the skeleton.
Yep.
Okay. So this thing is just going to charge in at the behest of this. Well, it just gets close, and then immediately it explodes into dust that is
Oh.
white, just powder. And then I'm so sorry. The strategist and the Justicar just need to make a roll a d20 and add your fortitude or your intelligence.
Oh my god.
Okay, roll
good to be on the
d20. I
back
got a
line.
10.
Is this like a
Okay.
Please,
And
please,
add
give me a
my
20.
fortitude, which is a 12.
16.
Okay. All right. So,
ooh?
all right. So this bone dust, as it disperses into, you're able to keep it from getting in your mouth,
Oh, thank
and
God.
that is fine. And it is destroyed in the process. All that
So
is
it
left.
suicided itself. Okay.
It's suicided itself. All that is left is this caster, but
Okay.
it's not its turn. So Lanzer, what would you
Yes.
like to do?
Back to the Justicar.
I would like to
Oh no,
advance and
I'm
attack.
first before.
Oh,
I'm
are you
first
first?
before. I'm first before Justicar, right? No, no,
Okay.
no. Lancer did go and attack first.
I am the
Right?
first.
Yes.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Lancer.
Go ahead.
So unless the wise group has another action, I would like to advance and attack.
Do
And
it.
bludgeon.
Yeah.
What
do
is
it.
your HP at right now, Lancer?
I am at 21.
You'll be fine.
And okay.
You'll be fine. And he could always drink after.
Oh, sure.
So-
Reposition
Yeah, I'm
yourself next
great
to the
at
thing and
drinking.
hit
I'm a
it, and then
dwarf.
you can do your technique to drink.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. I'm ready to bludgeon.
Move your
Move your
token.
character next to the spot that you want to attack at.
There you go.
Nice.
All right. 1d20. Let's see what you get. And also there's so much willpower.
D20, a 9.
That's okay. That's fine. It doesn't hit, but you do have roll your willpower. So
Roll a D8.
1d6, and we're going to add that to the
1d
9.
1d switch 1d6. Excuse me.
That's a square one.
Remove the previous
Yep,
rolls.
yep. I figured it out now.
Nice, you did it.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
a
Oh,
one.
no.
Roll another one.
Unfortunately.
Oh
So
no.
you swing with your mace and
Couldn't he do
this,
another
He missed-
willpower? Can he keep
you
going?
can't keep burning the willpower. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
You only have
Just one
okay.
one per turn. Yep.
Oh, it's
So
one
you-
per turn. Damn.
Yeah, you should be using it. And so you swing down with your mace. The this caster dodges out of the way, and as it does, its head falls off his whew, that was quick. The hood falls down as you see just like the inscriptions like all along its face and down beneath the eyes and down draping like beneath the neck. It has similar markings to Welsh or
Hmm.
Walsh.
Yep.
But that's all you notice. So there is some connection here, and that's what you're able to discern just from this close encounter.
And
Uh,
I'm yelling that back at my friends as I am about to get hit.
Cool. And
The
you can
amount
use the
of times
technique to
he's
drink from
missed,
the
the amount
fountain.
of times I've been taking hits, like Cyrious and Deeg are like carrying the competition. Man. It's like doing nothing.
It's
but getting
all on
distalated.
you, Tango
Backline,
So,
baby.
Lanzer, if
Okay.
you want to drink out of the wellspring to get some health, you can do a 1d4 from your
Alright,
technique.
a 1d4. Okay.
Yeah, roll a d4.
That's the triangle one.
I got a
Yep.
2.
And then you get to do +1, so you get 3 health back.
So add 3
Okay.
health to your existing
Cool.
health pool.
3 health.
All right, Arshee, it's up to you.
All right. Now I have a question
Yes.
because I'm constantly getting screwed here. I took 8 damage from that damn AoE attack, right?
Uh huh.
Okay. So then I'm at 16 out of 24 again. I was max health earlier, guys. Jesus Christ.
Just so you know, you
Um,
have more
stop
health
doing that.
now than I have total.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah,
Okay, that
you're
gives me
Makes me
more
feel better.
confidence then, so I can take some more damage then.
Yeah, if you're
'cause
wondering why the Magister is like playing it conservatively, there
I-
are good reasons for it.
I didn't know why he's like basically being so like, I'm gonna be in the back. I'm gonna hang out in the corner. I'm gonna be like, dude, come over here, man. I'm just gonna ask it. And now I understand.
Sorry, I
All right.
missed one thing from Lanzer. Really, he's poisoned, right? So he technically didn't get all that healing.
That's right, technically.
so really you
and
should
you
only-
always round down in the system.
Okay.
So one.
So, yep.
You only get 1 health back, by the way, Lanzer. That previous one.
I was wrong about 3. You only
fine.
get 1 back.
You're muted, Lanzer.
Wait for Lanzer. I think he's talking to somebody else or us.
Oh, okay.
Lanzer, are you talking to
You're,
us?
you're muted.
I'm sorry. So I'm at 24.
So you should only be at
4,
20.
So I'm at
You should be at 22.
So I'll tell you
yeah.
regardless, in
Yeah.
case a series of incredibly lemony snicket unfortunate events happens, you're all going to be fine.
Oh, okay. And then
Like,
after
so-
this, the
so I wouldn't
combat
even worry about
situation's
health.
over. Do we get full health?
No, but it doesn't really matter.
Well,
We'll
I
be-
am
we'll
at
be able to wrap it
21.
up
I
after
kinda
I'm
that.
just
do
trying.
the
I'm just
same
thinking
thing
about the
as
D&D
Cyrious'
examples,
shit.
like in the future.
I'm
Like,
good.
do I need to like basically
I,
min max
think
on
he's
my
saying
healing
let's just
levels?
beat
There's
smash
some
this
I'm gonna
thing.
beat
vain
it.
frontlighters.
I'm gonna
Y'all
go
are all so
basically
worried about your
do-
health total. Just get in there and brawl.
I'm
Listen,
good.
I'm
I'm
about
ready.
to do it, but I
You just
keep
point me
getting
in the
like
direction,
chain
I'll
lightning
attack
all
that
day,
shit, no
bro.
matter
my
where they are.
armor, my
I
outfit.
got a
no.
measly
Give me the
skeleton
aerial
one
shit,
shot
I
at me
will
with
fight
12
them.
damage, bro. I have never seen these things do so much damage to me. Anyways,
I'm
Okay.
calling you out from the back line.
I'm sorry, but you
Yeah,
guys
use
know
your
that I
sling
just had
there,
a
Arshee.
concussion earlier. I
Get
just
that
want you to
sling
know.
going.
I've been losing my confidence as I'm basically
Tough up,
fighting.
baby.
All right, here we go. I've got the sling. I'm gonna use the action on the sling from this distance right here, and not stand as just a card. I want to take some AOE damage. We're gonna throw the sling from distance. I'm gonna click on my character just to confirm the distance. Here we go. We have we have enough distance. There's a 20 range hit. I'm gonna roll a D6 or a D20 to confirm if I can hit.
D20.
Okay, so D20 is being rolled. A 7. I'm gonna roll a willpower.
Yep. So adds
'Cause-
roll a d6 on top of that.
There we go. 6 plus 7.
Okay,
That's
that
gonna
hits.
be okay. That hit. Now I'm gonna roll a D6, I believe, plus 2.
I think is
It's
it a
1
D6?
D6 plus 2 for the sling.
Okay, cool.
And if I do hit a 1, I gotta roll it down again. Jesus Christ, I just called it. So now I gotta roll a 4. Right? Oh no.
Wait, what?
It says after an attack, roll a D8. If
Oh,
it lands
right.
on a 1.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, that you can kind of do on your own time. We're just gauging ammo with that.
mhm.
Yeah, just roll a d8 and let me know what you come up with. But you dealt 3 damage to the to this dude.
Okay, so I did 3 damage to him. And then my
How's he received that damage? Is he looking pretty sad?
He's very sad. He's very, very sad.
Still resolved though, huh?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, it resolved in a way that a cultist is resolved, kind of like a frantic
Uh,
chaos energy.
this
But
is my lot in life, I guess. Yeah, brains.
I
uh,
did my action. I had a sling out. I'm gonna switch my technique. I'm getting the great club back on.
okay,
God damn it! I didn't think this
there you go.
stupid mage was gonna move down. I thought I was gonna stay up there so I could swing at
Yeah,
it. I was like,
I
damn
was
it, it
really
came
hoping
down.
you guys would walk up there, but everything was,
Well, he's not
I
a
don't know.
perch.
There
He's
wasn't
not. He's
enough
like
like
positioning.
going
I was
on.
like, damn, I gotta sling that thing. And I was like, he's right next to me. What?
Yeah.
All right, so I just switched the weapon. Now I got my great club back out, and then
Cool.
I'm done.
Okay. All right. So we're up to. See, Justicar
Me?
went. Strategist went.
Magistar,
I think
then, right?
It's
I think
gonna
it's me.
It's the
be
Oracle.
it's gonna be the Magister. Oh no, the Oracle goes after us.
Oh,
too.
yeah, I haven't done
And he's
anything
gonna
lately.
delete Justicar now.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
walk up
Get your
there.
turn in.
You just tell
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna move up.
We'll let you know, Lanzer.
Okay. You move up.
I'm gonna risk getting in here, but I'm gonna do an attack.
Okay.
So I'll roll a d20.
Yes.
6.
Which doesn't hit.
I'd like to use my willpower.
Come on, get a
Yep.
six.
Which I think you have a D8.
I
Is that
am a
right?
d8. Yes.
Okay.
Let me get
You're gonna
this
need to
out.
get a 6 or higher in order for
Okay.
this to hit.
Oof,
Ooh,
4.
very close. Okay.
So I moved, I attacked, and that's all I can do.
Okie dokie. Magister, up to you.
Do willpower and invocations reset after combat?
No. Well, I can explain that later. Unless it's really relevant now.
I'm just trying to get a sense if I should be burning these or if I should be not.
Let's say that you burn these. Just because I know that you're not going to have another combat after this.
Right.
So it's a little bit of metagaming.
Yeah, I get it. I want to do cool stuff while we're playing, you know.
Word.
So, I think let's see. What's my movement situation like? I'm just gonna bring out my old measuring stick. So, yeah, I'm gonna move a little closer. Actually, no. Before I move closer, I'm kind of like as combat's been going on, and we're focused on I'm letting my burly friends focus on this imposing stang wielder. I'm kind of looking over my shoulder at Welsh, and I'm just wondering what's going on with this guy. Like this, he's kind of started this whole thing. Can I get a sense of like how's he doing? Is he conscious or is he still just out cold?
Uh, so as you look at him, he's not out cold. There's a little bit of convulsion happening,
Mm-hmm.
and it was definitely brought on by something. Like you can just make it like you're a magister, you know stuff. It's probably the caster that kind of caused some of this pain. But so like
Mm-hmm.
he's still awake probably, but in a like semi-lucid state.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna lightning the stang dude from here.
Cool.
That's we know how that goes. That's a D20
What's your range
against.
on that lightning? Just curious.
It's 30 feet.
My sling is 20. Nice.
I rolled a crit. 20.
There it is. All right.
How OP
All right.
is Deeg, dude?
Let's-
Let's go.
So
His teammate.
roll 4d6.
Okay.
Oh my god! I think
And
it's
this
like
is
racking up the
like a
damage.
foregone conclusion. You'd have to
Bro.
roll all ones in order for
Bro.
this not to
Oh
connect.
19.
Ooh,
my
man.
god!
Okay. There you go.
Smokes this guy.
16 damage. All right. So I think
gotta-
that if we've learned anything, it's just not to mess with Deeg.
Yeah,
Because that's
I'm not gonna be the strategist anymore. I'm just gonna be
And
the
after-
decoration.
After I cast my spell, as I'm watching this staff wielder satisfyingly melt, I'm just gonna hop over next to Welsh and make sure I'm the closest to him once combat ends.
cool.
Okay.
So as you just shock him, and the clothes are just like practically burning at this point. Not really, but thematically. This cultist very clearly, typical bad guy, evil, villain from any sort of movie you've ever seen, falls to the ground. Let's see. The Cyrious, I would say that you as he like falls over, there's more inscriptions on the arms and that sort of thing, but also a like a note that is tucked away
Ooh,
within the chest piece,
ooh.
like just beneath the robes. It falls out almost as if it was ordained for you to see this. Uh, when you pick up the note, which I'm assuming that you're doing.
I'm picking up the note.
Okay, your hands explode. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
Jesus.
Nice.
Serious, you were careful
Burst into
before.
flames.
Yeah.
You touched the cursed object.
God, man.
So as you like fold it open, it is what essentially amounts to a never farewell note. In that there's some like not so do you know what thieves' cant is? Like we're speaking cryptically to
Okay.
get a point across, but what you can discern is that they're saying basically like we're never going to let you go. You have a vital role to play, and also that you've stolen something from us.
Ooh.
And it is very clearly addressed to Walsh. Uh, and that is what you have. You can tuck that away or whatever. But
Okay.
as the cultist falls, the Magister, you see that Walsh doesn't quite jar awake, but takes a deep inhale sharply, and the convulsions stop. But he like sits up and sputters a little bit from his mouth. The searing in the arms is gone, though the marks, the scars, still remain. He looks around and sees. Well, I mean, you've kind of like destroyed pretty much everything. I don't think there's anything left to see, but clearly an indication that a fight had taken place here. And at this point, we're clear of combat. You've done it.
Okay.
Good job.
I'm
What
gonna
would
kneel
you
down
like?
next
Yeah,
to Walsh and just administer first aid.
cool. You do that. Maybe scoop some of the healing fountain, or like encourage him to drink from it
Yeah.
while it still exists.
I'm gonna surreptitiously also look at the status of the bracelet
Cool.
and just try to ascertain if I needed to procure it in a hurry, if I could do so.
Uh, yeah. I mean, it's held around his wrist, but it isn't. It just seems like a normal bracelet with that, you know, spell bound to it.
Good.
And
Cool.
Sirius is taking stock of the team. Is this an opportunity for everyone to use up the wells and max out their health?
Absolutely.
Continue on the journey.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do that with
Deeg,
your time.
levitate the healing grenade so I can double suck that stuff.
Okay. So
Um,
oh, go ahead.
So I want to pose a question to the team. That was weird.
That was
And
weird.
like kind of get their feel, their like take on like um can we move forward, or is there any more bad guys coming?
I have some PTSD to talk to you guys, man. If I see skeletons, I am now thinking of them as spiders. Just letting you know.
Oh
Never
no.
been hit so hard in my life.
I'll confer with Sirius especially, but also the other team members can hear and just ask. It seems like neither of us have seen this kind of writing before, this kind of scroll work before. But is this a pattern? Is there a pattern that we can observe here that maybe rings a bell that tells us something that we might need to know about the relationship between the cultist and Walsh? Maybe what we should be preparing for.
As you're kind of conversing among yourselves, Walsh walks up to the group after overhearing a portion of this, and he kind of like pulls up the sleeves on his the rags that he's wearing, and he says that this is what they're after. It's I was meant to be offered as tribute, and uh, and I woke up perhaps too late to this realization and decided to find uh, like a safe place for myself and could think of no safer place to than to like go to the prison.
Yeah,
So yeah,
out of the front, man.
right, exactly. So with this being the case, you all move on. you're moving toward the village. He eventually, I'm just going to fast forward. He reunites with uh, his love, the one that you have promised to bring him to, essentially. And there's a quick reunion, a deep thank you, and probably some gold. You get $1 trillion. I promise you $1 trillion. Good,
That's what I'm talking about.
congratulations.
You
Yeah,
got it.
baby.
And at this point, like night has fallen, and they are booking it. There's nothing left to be said. The end.
Hooray!
Yay, you did
Good job,
it.
team. Thanks
Yeah,
for carrying us,
congratulations.
Deeg. How's
Go
your back
team.
feeling there in that fight?
Jesus. I mean, it was you, Cyrious,
Surprise
and
usual.
Deeg, and freaking Lanzer blocking, healing, and I'm just getting my ass
Yeah.
clapped. I'm just the whole time. Well, I
Well,
mean, you also had
that's kind of
Lanzer
your job,
missing
though.
every
I mean,
single.
That's kind of the role, right?
Oh,
I
I-
realize that
I-
I don't have a lot of damage to deal, it feels like.
I
As
will
a
take
yeah.
all the
oracle.
damage you need.
Okay.
Yeah. No, and it's like these are level 1 characters, and quite frankly, like they're really stripped down compared
Gotcha.
to what you'd normally be making. You'd be like normally you'd be doing an if you have one-handed weapon, you also make an unarmed attack. Like you always attack with either a two-handed weapon or 2 weapons.
Mhm.
That's always the case. But again, it's stripped down just to make sure that everything tries to stay as understandable as possible. And I think you did a very good job
Cool.
moving through it. Um,
Thanks, man.
yeah, Serious. Are you sure you
Right.
haven't done this before? Let's see.
No.
Okay,
Truly my
all
first time. I have an idea of
Typical
it
dude.
feels like what's good about it is it feels relatively intuitive.
Mm.
You know, I think that's good that you can kind of sit down and start absorbing like how to move through the motions and how to fight and all that stuff. So
Cool. All right.
We
Well,
had a
that's
good
all
teacher.
that's all I have. Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
great campaign, Rel. Thanks, man.
Cool. Tried to
No, I
really
had fun. I had a great
This is
time.
really fun. And congratulations again, Wrel, on your
Thank you.
success.
100%.
I'm looking forward to seeing how this progresses for you and seeing a lot more people play Distal.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Nice. Have you ever thought about
right.
getting Distal like basically linked to? Is it going to be a D&D category on Twitch, or do you think you're going to work with that?
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever get that large.
Okay.
If I'm being honest. Yeah, I mean, not for. I don't have. I don't have enough TTRPG clout to like propel it. Don't have the funds to like do marketing, and then don't have the ubiquity of a brand like Dungeons and Dragons and the other ones. However, there is a TTRPG kind of catch-all category that we probably should have been streaming under, but that is where like all the other games basically besides D&D tend to end up.
Nice.
So not a bad place to be.
Is there
Yeah.
any place for advertising locally for yourself? Like, do you at least get the local stores to basically sell it as a physical brand, or is it
no.
going to be all digital?
At this point, well, at this point, I'm just focused on getting the game done, getting the hardcovers out to the folks who have supported, and the book is going to be wicked dope. It's coming along pretty well, and hopefully arrives early next year at some point. And then
Nice.
at that point, once the book is done, then I can always do additional print runs and that sort of thing, and of course it'll always be available digital and in the wild. So, but yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Lanzer, you want to
Yeah,
lead us
thanks
out?
for bringing us together, Lanzer.
Yeah, I appreciate it. As you all saw, this was a preemptive look into Distal, a D20 RPG role playing game, tabletop version. As we went through the opening schematics of a person who was requesting our help, and then we went through a prison sequence, and then finally we got ambushed by skeletons all over the place. And as much as I tried to take all the damage, Deeg sniping from the back, and Cyrious trying to to compensate for my failures and drinking too much wine, and Arshee trying to it was a good display of how Distal takes a new unique version on the tabletop RPG genre, and I appreciate that we can get together back in this nostalgic like scenario where we are showcasing Rel's success as the D20 RPG game, and yeah, that's about as far as I can take it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Great
Yeah,
catching
thanks
up,
for having
everyone. It was a blast. Good
It
chilling
was
with
a
you guys.
pleasure.
Yeah.
It's
So
a pleasure.
the as you can see, we all came together to thank Rel for his time, being 7 years plus and devoting the passion that he had to the PlanetSide 2 game, and thanking him for the life that he breathed into the game with his passion. Thank you, Wrel, very much for that time you spent, and gladly gave our time to show the new success that you're trying to achieve within Distal. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for playing.
Sadly, Rel, I wasn't in PlanetSide 2 at the time when you left. I saw your YouTube video and explaining why you left and your situation. If I was still in the PlanetSide 2, I'd do a send-off for you like we did for Andy and Carto. But just want you to know it would be made with you out there as well. And you'd have a huge reception of people loving and hating at the same time, but you know it. And
So
that's
I'll
the
post
best
this
part.
on YouTube, just
Yeah.
like the rest of the video on demands. And thank you all for your time, and thank you, Rel.
Thanks
Good
all.
luck.
Cheers, guys. See ya.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Brian.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Cyrious. Deeg. It's great to see you. By the way, Lanzer, thanks so much.
Yep. Likewise, Reunion Central.
Yep.
All right.
Peace.